Peace, peace, peace. Shout out to everybody in the building. Peace, peace, peace. Peace. We about to get started. Shout out to everybody in the building. Salute. Salute Visionary. Salute Mackenzie. Salute 3. Dang. Yeah, 3. I'm just gonna call you 3. Salute everybody in the building. We about to get started. I'm gonna give it like 30 more seconds and we're gonna get started. All right, that's enough. Yeah, we could get started. Shout out to Tony Bands in the building. Yo, shout out to everybody in the building. Yeah, it's kind of late. I had to start late. My day was like kind of, I'm not gonna say ruined, but it was really slow. Things were messed up for me, but yeah, we can start the show now. We're gonna get off to a good start right now. Because I don't know how long it could be, but I wanted to do this because again, we had stuff to finish from yesterday that we didn't get a chance to get to. So hopefully I could just get to it all now. Shout out to everybody in the building. For all you who don't know, I'm pretty sure everybody knows this, but for all you who don't know, the Pope apologized. The Pope apologized for slavery. So now, as a true goofball and a hater, Tariq is mad and he's hating on Ghana for some reason. Like, what does the Pope apologizing for slavery got to do with Ghana? Oh, I didn't even get to make it to the play. That's what I said. Like, my day did not go good today. Didn't even get to make it to the play. I couldn't because I had to wait for a delivery, and then the delivery ran late to the point where the delivery came after the delivery window. First of all, it was supposed to come early in the morning. Then they gave me an afternoon delivery window. Then after that, it came at like in the evening. That's another reason why I started so late tonight. It came so late. It's like I was in the house this whole time, waiting. Couldn't go to my daughter's play. I had to cancel plans for tomorrow just for it to come late. And mind you, this was what I was waiting for with this delivery was supposed to be here Tuesday. Pissed me all off. Yeah, but I'm all good. I'm still good. I'm still good. African Liberation Day. That sound good. Salute. But yeah, let's start this back over. For all you who don't know, the Pope apologized for slavery officially. And for some reason, Tariq Nasheed is mad at Ghana. Like, what does this have to do with Ghana? Why are you mad at Ghana? Like, this is totally weird. It's like this guy is a bozo. He just finds any reason to hate on Africa. But yeah, let's get into this.
So, family, you know what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about the Pope. And, you know, he issued an apology for slavery the other day. Him and the Vatican, they issued an apology for slavery. And a lot of us were like, okay, where's the money? Okay, you're talking about slavery. Where's that paper? All right. Where the hell is the paper? The Vatican, the Catholic Church made a grip off the slave trade. So, yeah, that apology needs.
Why would the Vatican be paying you bozos any money that they made off the slave trade? Remember, Tariq, you was arguing that there ain't no slave boats. When you was talking to that bozo, the Aboriginal bozo, he said, do you got slave boats in your family? What you say? No, I don't never remember no slave boats. So as far as the Pope is concerned, there was no slave boats. At least no slave boats that went to America. Like, you see that this is the game. You talked all that indigenous stuff that the majority of black people are indigenous. They've been here before slavery. Only a little bit of black people came here, and you can't find no record of the slave boats. And yeah, you got some African blood, but everybody got African blood because life started in Africa. You play all these weirdo games, but now you crying about money. According to you and the stuff you pushing, the Pope don't owe black people in America nothing. Y'all not from Africa. He apologized for the transatlantic slave trade. People who got taken from Africa to the Americas. And according to y'all bozos, y'all indigenous. Y'all aboriginal. So what are you talking about? You owed some money. Now you believe in slave boats? Now you believe in slave ships? Now y'all believe in that? Now y'all believe in the cargo ships. Now y'all believe in the transatlantic slave trade. Because now you talking about where's the money?
To come with a little something else. So a lot of us were like looking at that apology, like, okay, what they got going on? Because the Vatican and the Catholic Church made a grip off the transatlantic slave trade. Don't get it twisted. They made a grip off of it. All right. They got immensely wealthy off of it. So we're like, all right, what else? What else is new? What's the play? What's the trick bag? What y'all got going on with this little janky apology? But somebody accepted the apology. Guess who accepted the apology? Ghana. Ghana came out talking about they accept the Pope's apology. Really, 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 Ghana? Ghana, here they go again.
Why are you mad? Because Ghana accepted the apology. What that got to do with you? You are Aboriginal. This ain't got nothing to do with you. This is about the transatlantic slave trade. This ain't got nothing to do with you. And why is Ghana accepting an apology that the Pope put out so bad? Like, explain. I hope you do.
Yeah, Ghana talking about, oh, we accept. What the hell you mean you accept? You were in cahoots with them. The hell you talking about? Of course they, right. Of course they would. They jumping up like they're our representatives talking about they.
Time out. The Pope apologized for the transatlantic slave trade. That does affect more than just black people in America. Let's get that out the way. 2, again, you guys are Aboriginal. What does this have to do with you? Like, this is a conversation for people who acknowledge that their ancestors got here via the slave trade from Africa. This has nothing to do with anybody else. And again, how is Ghana trying to make themselves your leader by doing this? Like, so if the Prime Minister of Jamaica came out and accepted the apology, would that be him trying to make himself the leader of black people in America? Like, come on now. Get it together.
Accept the damn apology. Nah, you ain't speaking for us. You don't speak for us at all, Ghana. Well, like, first of all, like I said, an apology without compensation, that's just spiritual theater. Yeah? So, no, you're not going to do that. In Ghana, you can't accept an apology on behalf of the descendants of freedmen. You can't even accept an apology for Ghana because y'all were too damn complicit in it. Those kingdoms were complicit. You can't sit up and talk about you accept somebody's apology. Ghana cannot speak for us. You understand? At all. Ghana was way too complicit. Or the nation states that would become Ghana. Yeah, Ghana, they're trying to do this thing like they're the headquarters of global blackness. But listen, we are a distinct people as foundational Black Americans with a distinct injury, a distinct history, and a distinct claim.
All right. Ghana is not making claim to none of those claims. Those alleged claims that you're claiming, like, oh, you got a distinct history and all that. Ghana is not making a claim to none of that. Ghana is accepting the apology for Ghana. So again, if the Prime Minister of Jamaica accept the apology, you gonna do this? If the president of I don't know, of Nigeria accept an apology, you gonna do this? What about the president? I don't know if they got a president or not. Angola. Are you gonna make a similar video to this? What about the leader of Barbados? Like, come on now. What about Brazil? If Brazil accepts his apology, what then? You gonna do this video? Black people in America were not the only people affected by slavery. Oh, that's 1. 2, again, you are Aboriginal. This got nothing to do with you. When remember, the guy pressed you and said, "Do you have any what he said, quote unquote, slave boats in your history?" You said, "No, you can't find none." You just acknowledge you got some African DNA because everybody got African DNA because life started in Africa, according to you. So why are you in this conversation?
So when Ghana is talking about they accept the Pope's apology, that's your diplomatic position. It can't be treated as a global Black response. That's not our response. All right? Ghana's response is not our response. Ghana's role in the slave trade.
Ghana never said their response is your response. You just making stuff up. Ghana is accepting the apology for themselves. It's got nothing to do with black people in America. I'm repeating myself because you keep repeating yourself. Like you are telling lies.
That makes that.
Like, could you play a clip right now with the where whoever in Ghana accepted the apology saying we on behalf of the black diaspora, we accept this apology? Can you play a clip of that? No, you can't, because that didn't happen, but you're talking like it happened.
Too morally complicated. All right? The Ashanti tribes over there supplied enslaved people to the British and the damn Dutch. The British Museum, they note that these were the middlemen between the European buyers and the Ashanti slave traders. Look, no. Ghana is not going to spin the block to position itself as a victim. No, we're not doing that. See, that looks like a little slick way to redirect reparations away from the actual descendants. You see? See, these global institutions, it seems like they're trying to create a broad African reparations conversation so that the claim coming from us is going to get blurred because we're stomping down on reparations. They see it's not going anywhere, so everybody's trying to get in front of it for some reason. You see? So all that Africa and the diaspora stuff, no. These little NGOs and these little consultant groups and these little foreign nonprofits, they're trying to get their hooks in it. They're trying to finesse, it seems like. Sound like they're trying to run a finesse game. And we got to be very, very careful about letting them do. We got to call that out. We have to keep calling that out, ladies and gentlemen. See, Ghana already did that UN reparations resolution thing. So this Pope apology thing, that gives them another platform. See, all of this is not happening. This ain't happening in isolation. Remember when they went to the UN, they adopted a Ghana-led resolution declaring the transatlantic slave trade and chattel enslavement one of the gravest crimes in human history, and urging reparatory justice. See, that was a non-binding resolution. And they were also saying it's called
a non-binding resolution that the United States of America voted against, and you had nothing to say about it, but you still steady attacking Ghana. I gotta speed you up because we're not gonna do this. Yeah, we gotta speed you up. So
for formal apologies and all these things and returning of stolen artifacts and all of this stuff. So now the Pope apologizes and Ghana is welcoming the apology, and they're trying to frame it as momentum for justice dialogue. And in Ghana's own state news agency, they describe this apology as strengthening the momentum created by the UN resolution. So Ghana's trying to really wiggle themselves into the mix right now, man. And I'm saying this is a finesse. I'm telling y'all now, that's a finesse they about to try to run.
How is it a finesse? Ghana was, again, affected by the slave trade. So if Ghana is putting themselves in position to get what's rightfully owed to Ghana, that ain't got nothing to do with black people in America. Like, you keep talking like if Ghana gets what it's owed, that means black people in America don't get what they owe. And that's not the case. But keep going.
Keep your eye on.
Shout out to everybody in the building. Family, make sure you hit that like button, that share, subscribing to the channel, joining the channel, PayPal, Cash App, super thanks, super chat, all that. Much appreciated. Whole lot of ones beat a whole lot of nuns any day of the week. And if you ain't got no money to support with a fire emoji. Support by hitting that reaction heart.
On Ghana's ass with this shit they're trying to pull. We can't let them do that. It's like two folks robbed a bank, and we're the bank, and they robbed us, and they're sitting up here apologizing, and oh, I accept your apology for me and you robbing the bank. Yeah. That's what that is. These two people who committed a damn crime talking about they accept each other's apology. Get the hell out of here. But we corrected by doing what we're doing now, calling it out, letting them know they don't represent us. They don't represent us. Yeah, Ghana does not represent us at all. They were complicit in it. You are a co-defendant. Ghana's trying to play this victim role like we ain't gonna pat your damn pockets too. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Ghana's gonna get them pockets pat. You can do all that bullshit if you want to. Your pocket's gonna get padded too.
Who gonna do the pocket padding? Who gonna check it? Who gonna do the pocket padding? You talking about patting somebody's pockets? Who gonna do it? You ain't got the power to pat nobody pockets. So much you about to pat Ghana pockets. You in what army? You in what organization? Like, how you making that kind of call? You a leader? You a leader now, Tariq?
When the time comes, we just focusing on the big dog right now. We're focusing on the big dog right here where we are right now. That's the big dog. And they know if we get that popping, everybody else is going to get their pockets patted. They know it. They see how focused we are, ladies and gentlemen. The Vatican is going to have to break bread. We're going to pat them pockets too. Yeah, we're going to debo them. Hey, what you got on my 40, homie? Yo, Pope, what you got on my 40? Pockets will get patted. Y'all made too much money to sit up here and play this game, giving these little janky apologies. Other people, they get a little bit of inconvenience and y'all break off reparations for these other groups. You're going to do it for us. But Ghana getting in the mix, man, if they get any dime, y'all know good and well we'll never see it for nothing. We'll never see it. We're not going to let Ghana.
And rightfully so. That money, anything Ghana get is what Ghana's deserve. That's like, again, Ghana deserves reparations, just like Jamaica deserves reparations, just like Haiti deserves reparations, just like all the other islands in the Caribbean deserve reparations. Why would them getting reparations have you mad? Like, you like, oh, we'll never see a dime of that. You're not supposed to see a dime of that. Get your own reparations. This ain't got nothing to do with you. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me look at this chat real quick, a little bit. Yeah, Tariq need to stand on FBA business. Get out of Africa business, bro. Get out of Africa business. Yes. Everybody deserves their own reparations. I'm happy to hear that. Yep. Like, see, Puerto Rico deserves reparations too. Everybody deserves their own reparations. Well, and isn't that what y'all FBA bozos was saying this whole time? Oh, we don't want to share our reparations. Tell everybody to go get their own reparations. Well, people getting their own reparations. Why are you still crying? Jackie, yeah, I know that. Like, I did a video touching on that, like a video to the dude, Basic Logic, some racist dude, and I used Antonio Talks to do the video. Yeah, you should go check it out. I talked about how slave trade touched the whole Africa and how people be trying to shrink the slave trade. They be trying to shrink it. Shout out to Lord of Slaughter for coming through with the emojis, with the fire emojis. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Oh, shout out to McNasty for coming through with the 6.99. They don't even got saw power. I wouldn't even call them an army, and they damn sure ain't got no saw power. They ain't nothing. And thank you. I will be keeping up the good fight.
Double dip, you've already made your money by working with the European powers in the slave trade. You made your money. You were complicit. You understand? We're not playing these games with these people. You see? We're not playing this game whatsoever. See, the thing is, man, we are inside the belly of the beast. We're making a domestic claim against the United States, the institutions, all of it. And that's a more dangerous claim because we're taking it right to a very specific government that we are still in, and we're not letting it get blurred. See, the thing is, every time we talk about reparations, the conversation gets blurred and it gets weakened and everybody starts playing dumb. We're not letting nobody play dumb. We're talking about the descendants of freedmen. We're talking about the foundational Black Americans. We ain't talking about global African this, global African that. That global African shit, that's a play. I'm telling you, that's a play so that they can undermine us and money can start going to some white-run NGOs and all that stuff. They start saying, well, since African people were so disenfranchised from slavery, we're going to give some money to the Red Cross or to UNICEF and some white organization to go help Africa. I'm telling you, it's a play. So Ghana, they're trying to spin the block so that they can act like they've been victimized. We're not letting them run with that victim narrative. No, y'all made y'all paper. They had to make y'all stop practicing slavery and enslaving people. So, we, again, like I said, we've given Africa a pass. They've been given a pass for a long time.
Who is we? And again, now you're pushing racist white talking points about somehow Africa being more culpable with the slave trade than even the Europeans. Who started the slave trade? Remember, the transatlantic slave trade is a European project. The Europeans are the ones who built the slave castles. They were the ones who came to Africa looking for Africans to enslave. They were also slave catching. They were catching slaves themselves. But we're going to skip over all that and make it seem like the whole damn Africa made a deal, not even a deal, forced the white man to take enslaved people, slave Africans. That didn't happen.
They've been on this thing. I didn't know the white man tricked me. I'm just a bitch ass nigga. I didn't know. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know. They tricked me. They took my brother. Man, I was trying to decline somebody. Yeah, we're not letting them do that. We're not letting them do that, ladies and gentlemen. We're not letting them do that at all. They're trying to spin the block.
Exactly, Tommy Buns. Like I'm about to speed him up a little bit more because again, if he starts repeating himself, we're gonna be over. Because again, he just started talking about how he don't want nobody else getting their reparations and everybody else need to go get their own reparations. But now you got people getting their own reparations and he's crying about it.
These people were supplying captives, brokering captives, taxing the Europeans, charging rent for Elmina Castle. Y'all not gonna, man, no, don't let these people run a game on us. You can't be the broker and the beneficiary. Y'all not gonna, man, no, don't let these people run a game on us. You can't be the broker and the beneficiary. What happened to the sound? Can y'all hear me now, man? Okay, y'all can hear me now. Okay. I don't know what happened. Okay, I'm back now. Okay, I'm back up. Okay. All right, I'm back. I don't know what happened, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here. I love TikTok Shop. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. Just all types of shit going on in my crib. I don't know what's happening. All right. But I love TikTok Shop. I was out for like 5 minutes. What? Okay.
Exactly, President Jafar. Exactly. It's like, yeah, these people don't want nobody to actually speak up against them because they'll just mute you, block you, and then pretend like, oh, nobody can confront me because I'm so right.
All right. Name is?
Hello, my name is Narinian.
We're not doing that. That's enough. Shout out to everybody in the building. We got like 80 people in the building. Exactly. FBA has no leaders. So who's going to collect? Who's going to set the terms and who's going to collect? Like, this is nonsense. Because he can't have no smoke for them. Again, he a part of a hate cult. He can't have no smoke for them. And yeah, family, make sure y'all smashing the like button. Salute to McNasty. He definitely is. He's somebody pawn. He definitely somebody pawn. Like, again, I don't know if he's working because he's afraid to get exposed. He doing it for a bag, or he's just independent doing this to get his own independent bag, or some combination of all the things I said, or something else. But yeah, he's a bozo. Yeah, thank you for the fire emojis. But we're going to get off this. We're going to go, since we already talked about Tariq, let's talk about what Tariq got going on right here. Let's see this. Shout out to everybody in the building. My audio still good? Yeah. Matter of fact, my audio is not good. So let me do this. And now let me do that. Let me see again. Let me move from the stage. Put it back. Stop sharing. Do this. This is crazy. Here we go. Okay, y'all can see the screen, right? I do believe somebody is paying him. Yeah. FBA is whatever Tariq wanted to be at the moment. But yeah, let's keep it going. For all y'all who don't know, yesterday we covered this show where Tariq was magically taken up for Seiko now, going at Poetic Flacco, because Poetic Flacco is calling Seiko out for trying to use FBA to attack DJ Academics because he mad DJ Academics curve stomped him in 2 straight debates over Chud the Builder. Now let's see what Oshay Duke Jackson, the FBA Glazer, the Tariq Nasheed glazer, because, you know, Kevin Samuels is not here no more. So now he got to glaze. He got to find a new daddy to glaze, and he's glazing Tariq. So let's see what he got to say. Shout out to everybody in the building.
All throughout May, people have been debating about Chud the Builder. And this was before he got locked up for. The debates have been happening all across social media platforms, but in particular, these debates have been happening on X. But most importantly, these debates have occurred between two popular content creators, Sneako and DJ Academics. They've had a series of debates about the issue, Sneako defending Chud the Builder's right to use the N-word, and with DJ Academics taking the opposite position. And while these debates were cordial, it came to a point where things started getting a little heated.
Like, your opinion, you should say, hey, I don't identify with the Black plight at all. So when these guys are saying that what Chud the Builder is doing is hurtful or is disrespectful or offensive, I'm going to stay out of this one. Because even though I have 1/8 drop of blood in me that's Black, I can't identify with it no more. That's all you got to say. Stick with Palestine.
So although Academics is a Jamaican American, he understands that somebody like Chud the Builder would see him no different. So he's including himself in all of the Black issues. And when Sneako heard what Academics said, he said this.
If Academics is telling me to stop speaking on Black folks, bro, you could just tell them stop speaking on Americans, go back to Jamaica, you know? Why are you speaking about American issues? Chud the Builder, this is an American issue. I think you should talk about Jamaican issues. You're not from America. Speak on your country. Speak on Oxtail. And wine. American issues, this is separate, okay? This is for FBAs, Foundational Black Americans.
Yo, why they gotta keep doing these lame cutaways, these lame sound effects, and all this other stuff? Like, this shit is lame. Like, some of it be good and some of it be hitting, but too much of it just don't work.
Now, Sneako would use the foundational Black American argument to attempt to disarm DJ Academics, citing that he was from Jamaica, and if he, Sneako, couldn't speak on Black issues, neither could DJ Academics, who technically was born in Jamaica. Now, this brings us to Poetic Flacco, who...
He wasn't technically born in Jamaica. He was born in Jamaica. And Sneako was basically, again, using the FBA hate code in bad faith to try to shut Academics up, because Academics is spitting right now about the Chud the Builder situation. And Sneako is not smart enough to go back and forth with Academics. He mad he got curb stomped in 2 straight debates, and now all his racist white audience is turning on him and calling him all kind of names. Because it's like, all right, you got curb stomped by DJ Academics. You turned your back on Nick Fuentes. So now they going in on you. So now you emotional and you mad. And you using the FBA hate code to try to make a point. And the FBA hate code got no problem rolling with it.
Published this video on May 25th, 2026 that says DJ Academics and Sneako officially declared war on each other. And while I won't go into the details of that video, here's the part that's important.
So what Sneako does is he begins to weaponize a group of people.
Shout out to RS7RV for the $4.99. Much appreciated. That's a fact. Tariq is always going to blame Black immigrants for everything. That's what he do. Like right now, the Pope said sorry about reparations and all that. Now somehow it's the Black immigrants is Ghana fault. And it's not just Black immigrants. He's gonna blame anybody. He's gonna blame the whole Black diaspora. No matter what happened, he's gonna attack the Black diaspora. Like when the Popeye's chicken sandwich thing was going on, Tariq was attacking Black immigrants and the Black diaspora, blaming the Black diaspora for that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I can find that video. We're going to look at that after this.
That despise Academics. And who is that group of people? Well, the FBA, right? The FBA group led by Tariq Nasheed.
Now, on the surface level, this doesn't necessarily seem like a diss or a bad thing, because FBA is Foundational Black American. The most prominent voice of FBA is Tariq Nasheed. The term Foundational Black American was created by Tariq Nasheed. Most of the merchandise or organization of events.
Come on. Stop with the bell ringing.
Using hashtag FBA or Foundational Black American, for the most part, to my knowledge, is associated with Tariq Nasheed. So then, how was their beef? Now, Tariq Nasheed is a very polarizing figure, with a lot of people not liking him at all. And that brings us to a content creator called FD Signifier. Now, FD Signifier also has another channel in which he posts regularly called FD Streams. And on April 16th, 2026, FD Streams, who also has a serious problem with hashtag FBA, created a video called America First Will Never Include Black People. Of course, this video would take shot at some of the anti-African rhetoric that hashtag FBA has, including Tariq Nasheed himself. And again, no harm, no foul.
Yeah, you right, Bob, too. All them sound effects, that wasn't even necessary. All that bell ringing, like, you wasn't even saying anything. You wasn't even making a point. Like, come on now. Like, let's be real. Yeah, I saw that video too. We covered that video here too, Mackenzie. I don't even know if you was here for that. We covered that video. For the most part, it was a good video. I wouldn't even for more than most part, it was a good video. I give it like, I think like an 8 out of 10. Like, yeah, these bozos, all that bell ringing. Like, come on, man.
So where does Poetic Flacco come into this? Now, Poetic Flacco is hitting it out the park right now. He typically covers hip hop as a genre. He would wait until April 22nd, 2026, and he would make a video called Really Bad News for Tariq Nasheed.
Damn.
And interestingly enough, he would start off the video saying this.
FD Signifier just went crazy, crashed out, and unleashed on Tariq Nasheed. Now, watching this video, I was torn because on one hand, I'm African. So for clear and obvious reasons, you could see why I would be rooting in favor of FD Signifiers and Cam James' ideology. But then on the other hand, I'm friends with Tariq Nasheed, if y'all even think that's possible.
Now, this is a very interesting take for Poetic Flacco, and I can tell you why. Number one, he says, I'm kind of stuck in between two opinions because on one hand, you know, FD Signifier is...
No, Oshay, we're not doing this because you going back a little too far. You're going back a little too far. Like, I don't get it. It didn't make no sense to go back that far. Matter of fact, yeah, keep going.
Defending Africans.
I'm about to speed you up.
Such as myself, but then at the same time, I'm a good friend of Tariq Nasheed. Well, I would push back on that because number one, Poetic Flacco named the video Really Bad News for Tariq Nasheed. Now, the reality was it wasn't really bad news for Tariq Nasheed. So if you title a video Really Bad News for Tariq Nasheed, unless you're trolling, it almost insinuates that you believe that whoever is claiming or alleging something against Tariq Nasheed has already won the moral argument. So when I look at that...
Exactly. But I think Tariq did a video like today or some time ago. But I don't know. I think he did a video recently. But I know he did a video about that before, attacking people from Liberia. Talking about they not really FBA or whatever the case may be because they fled. But yeah. And saying that they're not entitled to reparations.
Or somebody else sees that, it's obvious that you two are not friends at all. Because if Tariq Nasheed was your friend, it would seem like you would... Yeah, it seems like you might call him and say, hey, I want to make this video or something like that. But I don't really think that this happened. But then Poetic Flacco would take a little bit of umbrage towards FBA by saying this.
But then they say, tether hairline. Oh, tether babble. Tether this, tether that, right? Like you wouldn't say tether hairline if it was not a racial slur, right? If it was a description for somebody who come here and cosplay as a Black American, then like you would use it as it's defined. The minute you start to use it outside of the actual definition and description, it then becomes a racial slur because you're using it to dehumanize somebody.
Poetic Flacco is in the hip hop genre, which is dominated by, you know, a lot of people in the foundational Black American community, and some of his commentary that might be...
There's nobody in the foundational Black American community that's dominating hip hop. Like Tariq went triple wood trying to steal Jamaicans' whole flow. Like, cut it out. Like that what up cuz when double plastic. Like, come on now, cut it out. Cut it out. Shout out to everybody in the building. We got over 100 people in the building.
offensive to foundational Black Americans. He typically is called a tether, and he doesn't feel that that's fair for other people. So there he is in this video already showing some level of concern from the dehumanizing speech, according to him, towards Africans such as himself. But he would also say something else in this video.
FD made some pretty strong declarations during this video. He would label and declare Tariq Nasheed's group, FBA, as white supremacist and blackface. He would even make a comparison between FBA and Trump's MAGA.
Again, he's calling this Tariq Nasheed's group, okay? He's saying it again. So it's the second time that he said that.
Oshay, did we not just play you saying that Tariq Nasheed created the term foundational Black American? He owns the term foundational Black American. Most of all of the events and the merchandise for foundational Black American is owned by Tariq Nasheed and come from him. So yes, that's a group. That's not a people. So why are you getting mad at Poetic Flacco for calling them a group? You basically called them a group by saying Tariq created the name and he owns it. You didn't basically do that. That's exactly what you did. He owns the merchandise. He owns the name. He created the name. He does all the events. What do you call that? What do you call that?
Now, the first time Tariq Nasheed didn't respond. That was in April. But by May, the Sneeko academics video that was done not too many days ago on May 25th, this got Tariq Nasheed upset. And once Tariq Nasheed decided to get upset, there is going to be a level of pettiness that came along with this. And what do I mean? Tariq Nasheed would post, "What's with Flacco going out of his way to disparage our foundational Black American lineage lately?" And then he would post a photo of Poetic Flacco that resembles the original picture of Sarah Bartman, the Hottentot Venus, where she had this like really big ass and, you know, the white men were taking her all around the world showing it off. And he put Poetic Flacco in that same photo. And the way that we know that is because it says underneath this post, "Made with AI." Got it. Now, at first, people would get into the comments and you would say, "Flacco is an enemy and is salty, mad about a lot of things. I've heard him throwing subliminal shots at FBA. His channel on YouTube keeps popping up on my timeline when I scroll, so I'll be watching some of his videos. You are right about Flacco." Then Tariq would say, "He's deliberately framing FBA as a group and deliberately lying about me being the leader. That is denigrating our lineage." So now we're understanding what the problem is from Tariq. It may not necessarily be that he disagrees with some of the rhetoric that Flacco is having, although I think that he definitely disagrees with that. But he is saying that, number one, you're calling me the leader, and that's denigrating our lineage because our lineage existed before me, but I just gave it a different name. That's what he's saying. Then Kaiju came in and says, "Flacco never disparaged FBA. If you're going to grift, at least share the full context of the video." He's saying that Sneeko was weaponizing the FBA community, even though Sneeko is not an FBA, which is definitely true. I can agree with that. Now, guess who came in the chat? Poetic Flacco shows up in the chat. He says, "Tariq Nasheed, I think you're just looking for a beef, Tariq."
Oh, I didn't know Flacco did that. So yeah, we could put you at normal speed now. Let's see what Flacco had to say in response. Shout out to everybody in the building.
"I didn't disparage anything. The full context of this video was the irony of Sneeko, who has criticized you in the past, is now trying to use FBA, which many attribute to you to go against academics. This is just a flat out lie." Tariq Nasheed will respond, "You have sat with me multiple times, and you know good and well that FBA is not a group, and you know that I'm not the leader of foundational Black Americans. You deliberately said that as a diss to the lineage." So the
See, this is the problem, Poetic Flacco. I was making videos to Poetic Flacco a long time telling him, stop sitting with Tariq Nasheed, stop defending FBA, stop doing that. Like FBA is the enemy, FBA is a hate cult. Do not do that. Stop pretending like you don't see what they doing. Stop with this, "Oh, Tariq is my friend" stuff. Tariq is not your friend. Tariq is not your friend. And now look, he's attacking you. Oh yeah, Mackenzie, I see that. Shout out to Cam G Verse in the building. Brother be doing a lot of good work. Shout out to Cam G Verse in the building. Hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Yeah. Oh, I was about to cut this off because Oshay is just saying a whole bunch of nothing. But now he got to a part that I didn't see. So I'm happy I didn't cut it off. But yeah, Oshay is a bozo. And this is the part of the video I gotta say it again. Poetic Flacco, this is why you don't play with bigots, bro. All that, oh, yeah, Tariq and them be saying certain things, but Tariq is my friend, and I'm going to bring him on the show to let him talk and let him say whatever he want, and I'm just going to co-sign it. You thought that was cute. Now you're seeing that that's not cute. It's not cute. Exactly. You playing with fire. As the old saying go, ride the tiger, end up in its mouth. Because now, look at that. Now Tariq is using the fact that you sat with him and you talked with him and did all that stuff with him and was cordial and respectful to him. Now he's using that as a way, now he's weaponizing your friendship that you thought you had with him and your cordial and your respectfulness that you had towards him as a way to attack you and belittle you. He weaponizing it against you. You might be qualify for some weaponization reparations, the way Tariq is going at you now.
Question was, could I find any evidence that Tariq Nasheed has explained this to Poetic Flacco, and is there proof? Rewind! So it is true that Poetic Flacco and Tariq Nasheed have at least sat together on camera one time. I know that they have probably recorded more than once, but this video for me was good enough. Okay. Now, Poetic Flacco is sitting right across from Tariq Nasheed. When Poetic Flacco is going to ask about the trademark directly to Tariq Nasheed in front of Adam 22. And what happens?
Now, I personally don't care, but they were saying that the FBA, that the Foundation Black American trademark got abandoned, open floor,
Shout out to President Jafar for the 2. Shout out to you, much appreciated. But yeah, Poetic Flacco, you didn't even research the issue. You trying to ask Tariq a question. You didn't even bother to look into the claims that people were making. You just saw a claim that you didn't really understand. You didn't look into, and you posed a question to Tariq. The way you posed that question to Tariq, that sound like it's either A, you just really didn't care about this because you so believed in Tariq Nasheed, so anything going against him, you already dismissed it offhand because it's going against him. Or 2, you actually understand the issue, but you want to give Tariq a softball question so he could look good. You don't want to ask him the hard question and give the hard follow-up to the question because you don't want to rattle his cage. You don't want to make him look bad. So yeah. So look what's happening to you now. You did all that softballing for Tariq Nasheed, and now they weaponizing it and using it against you.
We clearly hear what Flacco's question is. Who owns the trademark to FBA? Flacco said, hey, listen, I had to ask you this question, but here's why. Tariq said,
we still got the FBA trademark, and it's for clothes. So you can't
Gotcha.
Because you can't trademark a lineage. You can't say this lineage. You can't trade.
Look, chicken butt mouth. Tariq the other time said that he did trademark it to keep the tethers from getting it. When he was like, when people pointed out, me specifically, because I was the one who first pointed out that he trademarked this, and I told people he was going to do it. Just like I told people ADOS was going to be trademarked, and it was. What did he say? He was like, oh, I trademarked it so the tethers can't steal it. And you can trademark a lineage because African American is trademarked. That's what he was saying. Now he's saying, oh, I trademarked it, but you can't trademark a lineage. What I trademarked was clothing. And then recently he switched it back to, I trademarked FBA because I didn't want the tethers to get it. Chicken butt mouth. Chicken butt mouth. Like I said, for all you don't know, again, shout out to the Mad Head Doctor. I always gotta shout him out when I break this down. If you don't know, a chicken only has one hole, and out that hole, a chicken pees, it poops, it lays eggs. So when a chicken squat down, you never know what's gonna come out that hole. And every time somebody asks Tariq about this trademark, you never know what his answer gonna be. You don't know if his answer gonna be African American is trademark, so you can trademark a lineage, so it don't matter, or you can't trademark a lineage, and all I did was trademark the clothes, or I did trademark it to keep the tethers from getting it. You never know what he gonna say.
Mark Puerto Rican as a lineage. So we have different products and we have different events under the name FBA. So there's different ways you can trademark it. You have to trademark different things.
So Tariq says, listen, it's for clothes and some of the other things that we do, but you cannot trademark a lineage, just like you can't trademark Puerto Rican as a lineage. So we have different products and different events under the name FBA. So there's different ways you can trademark it. You have to.
Yeah, like Tariq, this is a total switch up. Shout out to you, Red Pill Zulu, for the $10. Yeah, Poetic Flacco tried to play both sides of the fence. And matter of fact, he wasn't even playing both sides of the fence. He was playing on the FBA side of the fence. He was going hard defending FBA. He was going hard for them, platforming Tariq and letting Tariq just say whatever he want, helping Tariq put people in the trick bag. He only turned on FBA when he saw that people in the FBA community was started talking about boycotting African businesses. I don't know Poetic Flacco personally, but I'm pretty sure that he got somebody in his family with an African business. So now when they start talking about touching people's pockets and doing things that could possibly affect his family in a negative way, that's when he's turned on FBA. That's when he did it.
Trademark different things. So yeah, Poetic Flacco obviously seems to understand what he's saying. He's agreeing.
Benevolence, no. FBA, African American is not trademarked. That's a lie that they made up. It's a lie. It was never trademarked. Salute to RS7 RV for the double up for the $199. Yes. It's like that. That's one of the reasons I even still cover Tariq, just to document all the switch ups. That's it. Yep, fact. Chicken butt mouth. Yeah, but let's get back to this.
So you can imply that if he understands what he's saying about you can't trademark Puerto Rican as a lineage, if FBA is a lineage like Puerto Ricans, then there is no one leader of Puerto Ricans by that logic, and there is not one leader of FBA. Poetic Flacco seems to understand that. He would then clarify again.
Because no matter what you do, you cannot trademark a lineage.
Of course.
You dig? You can trademark certain products. So we use the term FBA for certain events and certain products that we sell. But if somebody wanted to trademark it for something else, they could. That's not going to stop the movement because it's a lineage.
He goes back to it that
Tariq is lying. Somebody cannot trademark FBA for something else. He has all the trademarks for FBA. He is a liar.
Other people, if they wanted to trademark it for something else, that they could, but it's not going to stop the movement because the movement also is a what? It's a lineage. Now, at a certain point earlier in the video, Tariq Nasheed explains to him how he came up with the term foundational Black American.
I'd been using the term Native Black.
Salute again to RS7 RV for the triple up. Yeah, you disagree with Tariq, you automatically get called a tether. Automatically. Yep. Flacco was being a weak African here. Weak. I'm happy he switched up and he got on the right side of the issue now. But yeah, he was definitely being weak. But yeah, you disagree with Tariq, you would have automatically called a tether. Automatically. But yeah, let's hear what Tariq got to say about this. About some more live.
American, because I got it from a man named Claude Anderson, who's been using the term Native Black American for years.
That's not true. One, he uses the term Native Blacks. Two, you said you got it from him. But yeah, you can make that argument. Native Blacks, Native Black American, Native born Black Americans. I'm not gonna nitpick on that. And I did tell people that. I said Tariq's been saying that he did get it from him. And when he first started doing that ADOS thing, he was trying to branch off with Native Black American. But the reason he stopped using it and went back to ADOS and then came back with foundational Black American is because he couldn't trademark Native Black American. Native Black American is a legitimate term, just like African American. You can't take ownership of that. You can't trademark that. You can't claim to own that. And if you try to make a hashtag pop with that, it ain't gonna work. NBA, because again, he was trying to do NBA, and it was like, bro, you know damn well you ain't owning nothing with the acronym NBA on it. That's why he came back with FBA. But let's let him keep talking.
And when using the term Native Black American, sometimes people would get confused by that. They were like, do you mean like a Black Cherokee, a Black, Seminole? No.
That's a lie. Nobody got confused with that. Nobody got confused with that. That is a 110% lie. You made that up to justify switching it to FBA so you could own it. Like, and no, so funny, you just started telling that lie about people getting confused with Native Americans and stuff. You just started telling that lie because you wasn't saying that before. Why you quote unquote switched it?
No. I said, let me change that term a little bit and call it foundational Black Americans so we don't have any confusion, so people don't confuse us with Native Americans. And then the movement kind of took off from there.
So Tariq Nasheed says, listen, there are other people who've had these ideas before me. He cites Mr. Norris Shelton from Louisville, Kentucky, who is...
No, he didn't. See, this is what happened. Because Norris, his group is called Descendants of American Slaves, right? And what would happen is when people was looking up ADOS, he would pop up because the names were so similar. Like even before Yvette Carnell and them blew up, they was suing him and trying to threaten him and trying to get him to change the name of his group, because every time people would be trying to Google Yvette Carnell and them, sometimes he would pop up alongside of them. He has nothing to do with the ADOS ideology. Nothing to do with it. Like people like Tariq started again, they trying to take it away from Yvette Carnell because Yvette Carnell and Tone Talks is the source of this. And if you actually go look and study and look into Yvette Carnell and Tone Talks, you will realize this is just a white nationalist ideology. That's it. They're just a white nationalist psyop.
The primary architect of hashtag ADOS, Dr. Claude Anderson, who was using the term Native Black American. But Tariq Nasheed says people were getting confused from Native Black American to Native American. So he came out with hashtag foundational Black American. So he cites that there are others who came before.
Oh, shout out to McNasty. I just looked at the chat. Thank you for pointing that out. I forgot to point that out. I just forgot to say that. Why would you change a Native Black American to foundational Black Americans? Because people was getting confused with the Native Americans when y'all was claiming that y'all are the original Native Americans. Remember, y'all was claiming that the original Cherokee was Black, the original Chickasaw. All these groups was originally Black. And all the people that you see now are just $5 Indians. But that's before y'all switched it to, well, yeah, the Cherokee and them are not Black, but because they came from Siberia and they mixed with the $5 Indians. So yeah, we Black Aboriginals. Do we have a tribe name? No. Do we have a language? No. We just the Black Aboriginals. Yes, thank you, McNasty, for pointing that out. Thank you. Because I forgot to mention that. Like, because that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. That's a lie about the people was getting confused. You wasn't saying that before about the reason you changed it.
For him, who have tried to do these similar things, and he's not the architect of those ideas, and he does recognize that the lineage starts before him, therefore he cannot own it. He just owns this term, and so that nobody else will own it. What it seems like that Poetic Flacco did was he accepted the decision that particular time. Once he left No Jumper, he really didn't accept Tariq Nasheed's ideology about the lineage. So then he's just started to say that Tariq Nasheed's group is X, Y, and Z. Although he had every opportunity to say, well, listen, no, I don't agree with that. I believe that it's your group. He did not say that. He said the opposite.
Exactly. Poetic Flacco, you did not stand on business. And now because you was trying to do a softball interview for Tariq Nasheed because you thought he was your friend. You did not stand on business. And now they're using that against you. That's why you got to always stand on business with these people. You always got to do it. If you ain't going to stand on business, you may as well not even talk to them, because this is what happens. Exactly. Yes. You no zero critical thinking skills. Zero. But yeah, Poetic Flacco, man, you did not stand on business, and this is what happened. Oh, shout out to Justin March in the building. He just gifted 10 memberships. That's my first moderator. Family, if Justin March gifted you a membership, you make sure you thank him. And you also keep the membership going. If the number's too high for you or whatever the case may be, you can always drop it down. Or you can always go up. But if anything, just make sure you keep it going. But yeah, let's finish this up.
So now that's where we are right now as far as a certain beef. Poetic Flacco, at least right now, has not responded. I mean, I think Poetic Flacco is doing a great job as a YouTuber. I mean, obviously, I have a lot of respect for Tariq Nasheed. So I'm just seeing what's going to happen next. I do see certain levels of evidence that Tariq Nasheed had educated Poetic Flacco on this matter. It seems that Poetic Flacco rejected what he heard and just, went to his own ideology. But what do you guys think?
Nah, Poetic Flacco didn't reject what he heard. He only switched up again after the fact when FBA started hitting a little too close to home. And you was right. He accepted it when Tariq was in his face. And Poetic Flacco did multiple interviews with Tariq around this time. Multiple. So at least the brother came around. That's all I got to say on that issue. Salute to everybody in the building. And again, speaking of the chicken butt mouth, we got to do this, family. I said I was going to do it, so we're going to do it. Is my audio good? Shout out to everybody in the building. Is my audio good? We're going to look at this real quick. This, because I said I was going to do it. This is because I want to make sure people know I'm not capping. This is when Tariq Nasheed sat up here and blamed black immigrants for the Popeye's chicken fiasco. For all of y'all who might not remember, there was like this big thing when people was going crazy over the new Popeye's chicken sandwich. And then for some reason, Tariq thought it was okay to blame black immigrants for it. So yeah, let's get into this. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing the video. Make sure y'all giving high points. Make sure y'all subscribing to the channel. Let's do this. To tap into coon energy that's inside of a lot of black people in America. I'm not making that up. You got to listen to this, family. Here we go.
I was talking about Popeyes and how everybody's acting a damn fool, getting into plantation mode over this Popeyes chicken. Cats are getting plantation ready with this whole chicken propaganda. And this was orchestrated by corporations. They know how to go online and get something going. And again, they know how we think. Excuse me. So they got people, they tapped into that coon spirit, got people out of here buck dancing. And they've been doing that, just like with Jerry Rice, like I talked about earlier. They had Jerry Rice buck dancing for chicken. They know how to tap into that spirit, that lower chakra coon spirit that a lot of people have. Yeah. And like I said, there's a reason why they have the Popeyes chicken lady on the commercial. Her name is Annie. That's her name in the commercial. They got her sounding like a plantation mammy. There's a reason why they got her. Hey, child. Hey there, honey. Low-key bucking her eyes. They want to tap into that plantation spirit. And plus, it's something that white people like to hear. And it's something that a lot of black people, it's a self-hate thing that's deep down in a lot of people. So when you hear that mammy, even and many of those of us whose pineal glands are not calcified, many of us,
Oh, yeah, got to stop you real quick. Thank you, Justin March, I just saw that comment. Shout out to RS7RV for sending the jewels. I think it's the gold coin jewels. Salute for sending that, bro. Salute. Much appreciated. Much appreciated for the jewels.
Popeyes lady, we saw that and we cringed. We saw the Popeyes lady and we cringed because we saw the low-key benign coonery there. We saw the forced mammyism because it's not natural. The woman, yeah, and the lady Deirdre, her name is Deirdre Henry. She's not even a foundational Black American, by the way. She's from Barbados. The woman, the Popeyes lady, Annie, and the fact that they gave her the name Annie, that's some old plantation shit. But her name is Deirdre Henry, and but she was born in Barbados, so she's an immigrant. Well, she don't even talk like that. And what I tell you about a lot of Caribbean immigrants, they've always come over here and got employed by using some of those old Sambo stereotypes, just like Step and Fetch It. A lot of people. Oh yeah. Look her up, Deirdre Henry. Yeah, Miss Cleo and all. Yeah. She's from Barbados. She ain't even from here. She don't talk like that at all. You dig? And we're gonna get on that. I'm gonna get on that in a minute. Now look.
Yeah, look at that again. You got Black people in America going crazy for a chicken sandwich, and somehow it's the Popeyes lady's fault, who's really from Barbados, who they hired to be an actor. Somehow it's her fault, and she activated the coon chip and got Black people in America coon plantation ready. Somehow, some way. Shout out to RSV. I mean, I said RSV. Sorry, my fault. Thinking about something else. RS7RV. Salute, bro. Thank you again for the 199. Whole lot of ones beat a whole lot of nuns. Yes, this is before the hair transplant. You know I got all the receipts on these dudes. I probably lost more receipts than I got now, but I got enough to bury them. Like, come on now. Salute.
A bit later about how a lot of these Negroes are coming from other countries, really acting as our tethers. I'm gonna get on that in a minute.
Oh, this is when he first created the term tether, because I remember. I'm happy I continue to play it. This is when he first premiered the term tether. And then he did a live stream on Instagram, I think, that night, explaining what a tether was. I'm happy I played this.
I'm going to get on that in a minute. But like I said, that Popeyes thing, it taps into a little coon spirit that runs deep. It's a surrender flag. A lot of Black people are scared. And this is a way for a lot of Black people to kind of throw in the towel and say, hey, look, please don't harm me. Please don't harm me. I'm non-threatening. I'm doing just like I did on the plantation. I'm buck dancing, bucking my eyes. I'm eating chicken. Please let me know. Please leave me alone. Yeah?
You heard it, family. And he tried to blame Black immigrants for coming to... Yeah, that's crazy. Like, come on now. Oh, again, shout out to Justin March for making sure I know that this I got some more jewels. And shout out to RS7RV for sending 10 more jewels. Salute, bro. Salute. Thank you for all the support you've given tonight. Thank you. Much appreciated. Yeah, this nonsense talk blaming Black. You saw how he tried to, because this was years ago. This is when he first started with the xenophobia, where it was still a question about whether Tariq was really being xenophobic or not, or whether people was just basically, or I wouldn't even say people, I'm gonna say me, because I was the one who was mainly getting on him, and people were saying that I think you feeding too much into it or you exaggerated. Look what he was doing there. He talking about people eating Popeye chicken sandwiches, getting plantation ready, being scary, trying to surrender to the white man. But somehow, some way, he had to figure out how to add a Black immigrant into it to blame. That's all they do. Disgusting. That's all they do. Yeah, that's all they do. Peace, Lee. You in the building? You said, "Oh, Hordex Flacco stood on business today." That's a good to hear. That's good to hear. He got to redeem himself anyway. He did a whole lot of bad stuff, so he got to redeem himself. He got to redeem himself. He didn't go too far where he can't come back and redeem himself, but he did enough, and he should come back and redeem himself. Yeah. Like, this is disgusting. Shout out to everybody in the building. Got over 100 people in the building. Yes, these are fleers. People fleeing. But yeah, let's get on to something else. Let's get on to something like a little bit more productive. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all liking the stream. Make sure y'all supporting the channel any way y'all can. PayPal, Cash App, super thanks. Whole lot of ones beat a whole lot of nuns any day of the week. You already know. It's in the pinned comment. Subscribe to all my channels. Height points. Description box below. You already know. Hit me in this email, the DMs. If you got anything you want to show me or send me, my DMs and all that is always open. I'll get back to you when I can. But right now, family, we got to get into this video by my brother, friend of the channel, Afro Think Tank. We were supposed to touch on this late yesterday, but I had to go to bed. It got late, but we can touch on it now. This is Afro Think Tank talking about Asian Americans. I didn't watch this video, but I found the title interesting, so I wanted to see like what he was going to talk about why Asians side with white supremacy. I want to hear his take on that. Shout out to everybody in the building. Yeah, let's go. Let's keep it going.
We're going to the Asian side of social media, and we're going to listen to them talk about racism, why they choose to side with white supremacy, what's in their head when they do that, what is this anti-blackness all about, how does it make any kind of sense, And I got a question for Asian people. If there's any Asian people watching me, I really want you to answer this question. In all the history of your dealings, when I say Asian, I'm talking about the entire Asian community, right? All of you guys, all of y'all, right? Can you tell me one time in all of your histories with the European, can you point to me one time where they've ever had your back or did something on purpose to benefit you, or ever told you that you also can join the club of whiteness, or ever said anywhere that they view you equal to them? Ever? Can you name me a time when they have not stabbed you in the back or made your nations the default enemy of the West, which is white people? Can you name a time in history where the white man came to your countries, to your lands, and not raped your women and children? Can you name me any time in history where white people have not purposely taken advantage of you to take your stuff? Have white people ever given you proper representation in Hollywood, in media? Have they ever platformed a strong lead Asian male in a franchise continuously? I mean, can you name any support? Anything will do, anything white people or the West has ever done, ever, in the history of all whitedom, in the history of all Westerndom, which means whitedom, all right? Have they ever, in any instance, ever, as a group of people, as a culture, as a race, as Europeans, have they ever in life, ever given you a semblance of respect?
The answer is no. The answer is no. And the only time they ever did anything that you could even say resembles any of the stuff that Afro Think Tank laid out is in relationship to black people. Because like if you saw the movie Sinners, shout out to Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan and the whole cast for the movie Sinners. Phenomenal movie. Had one of the best movie sequences I ever seen in my life. That movie was so powerful. The only movie I ever went to go see twice in a movie theater. And I made sure to pay extra money so I could see it with the laser, and I saw it in the 70 millimeters. Yeah. You saw that the Asian community got to have stores in the black community and in the white community. Black people could barely have stores in their own community, but the Asians could have stores in the black community and they could have stores in the white community. They basically was made a middle group. They was basically given an honorary Aryan status. Like that's the only time the white man has ever been nice to them in relationship to black people. You take black people out the equation, and then you get Chinese Exclusion Act. You get Chinatowns getting burnt down. You got people building railroads and not being paid. You got all kind of nonsense happening. You got all type of disrespect happening. All types. But when you add black people into the equation, now they got to get put above black people and get made a middle group. And then now the white man start treating them like they human. But yeah, that's the only time. If you take black people out the equation, nah, they ain't getting nothing. They not getting anything. Oh, yeah, bro. I'm going to try to start doing some Twitter spaces too. Yeah, I'm going to start doing that. But I don't know what time I should start doing that. And I don't even know what days. Because, I gotta fit it into the schedule. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely try to start doing that. And if you got Twitter, you'll hit me up in the DMs. Hit me up in the DMs. But yeah, let's keep this going.
Ever. Have they ever come to you in earnest at all, ever? Can you name an instance at which, when doing business with Europeans, white people, that you knew that you were not combating purposeful corruption, espionage, and sabotage? I mean, anything, right? Because I'm just trying to figure out, because you guys are very rational, right? Asians in general are very rational. And I believe that because of the way you guys, the way your culture is set up, that once you learn a piece of data, you guys usually take that and you improve, right? You guys are known for that. So with all this data, right, at this point, is there a conservative cultural inclination to maintain the ignorance that has been permeating in certain portions of your community as far as how you treat black people who has historically never done anything to you? Because if you can, please, can you name me a time in history, and that's it's okay if you go way back, to where African people colonized and raped, murdered your people, disenfranchised your nations, and committed genocide and all that? Can you name an African group of people who's ever done that? And we're not going to include the ones that participated in military campaigns.
No, never did it. Never did it. Never happened. That's the funny thing about this. Everybody, it's not just Asians. Everybody cry about how the white man did all this bad stuff in their country, but they still love the white man. Black people have never did anything bad to these people ever. In fact, we support everybody's issues. That's what black internationalism is. But that's why I came up with the new black national, not black nationalism, black internationalism. But that's why I came up with new black national internationalism, because we're not doing that no more. Shout out to everybody for their support with the BYB. We do BYB Mondays. Monday, we will definitely be talking about the B as in black and what that stands for and what that entails. But yeah, and self-declaring American legend. They got multiple mega Chinese hubs in New York. They got one in Flushing, Queens. They got the one you just talking about. That's the official Chinatown in Manhattan. They got Prospect Heights in Brooklyn. Yeah. You already know. BYB. Make sure y'all stay tuned. But yeah. Yes, Indians is way, and that's the funny thing about it too, because Indians are lower on the racial totem pole, so they closer to blacks than they are to whites. But somehow they hate black people so bad. Black people never did nothing to them. Black people don't talk about them like other groups do. But for some reason, like you let them tell it, we their worst enemy. But that's with everybody. So I'm not gonna beat too much on Indians because, like I just said, that's everybody. There is, but I ain't know that, but probably is because there's major Chinatowns everywhere now. But yeah, let's get back to this. Oh, and Lee, I got your thing. I'm definitely gonna do that for you.
They don't count. All right, I'm talking about African nations because you guys hate us so much, right? Can you name it? Can you name a reason, a really good, compelling reason to actually, with your own perspective, not based off what white people taught you, but through your own perspective, just cutting out white and Europeans, can you actually pinpoint a reason for you not to like or discriminate against black people? Can you find anything superior about you over black people and black nations in real life? That means you got to do real research. Because I know how Asian countries are really set up, and I know how African countries are really set up, and they're not too different. They're not too different. And real people know that. Fuck what they show you on TV. I know. Okay. So, yeah. So, we pretty much should be natural allies, right? Got common enemies, common struggles, even our cultures are similar in certain ways, right? Can you please name me, going back again, what would make you choose them over us? I really want to know the answer to that question. Anyway, you guys tell me what you think in the comment section. Afro Think Tank, learn something, teach something. I'm out.
Let's be clear. White supremacy doesn't mean white supremacists or that we're blaming white people. White supremacy is an underlying system within our society that places whiteness as a norm or frame to base everyone else on and creates harmful structures and ideas about other racial groups. It's not just about white people. You can see in this pyramid, for example, that things like saying it's just a joke all the way to hate crimes all uphold white supremacy just in varying degrees. Anyone, including BIPOC, can subscribe to these ideas and uphold white supremacy, not just white people. It's not a collection of individual acts of hatred or prejudice or discrimination, but an oppressive system of various institutions working together. So in this video, which made some people pretty upset when I said the violence against Asians occurring is a symptom of white supremacy, means that people are feeding into false ideas created by white supremacy, like that Asians caused the coronavirus. It doesn't mean I'm blaming white people, it means I'm looking at larger underlying issues.
I'm mad at Asian Americans because why are we so smart but so silent? What's with the silence? I suspect that if we opened our mouths...
Oh, I didn't know that they barely got any Chinatowns. When you say bear, do you mean a lot? Because I heard that in Canada, when people say bear, that means a lot. So Tony Bands, do you mean there's a lot of Chinatowns up there, or there's a little bit of Chinatowns up there? Like, which one is it? Which one is it? Is it a little bit of Chinatowns up there, or it's a lot of them? Yeah.
We would side with black people and other brown people as the real American heroes. Yeah, we're brown, not white. But this would disrupt the white supremacy brainwash we're caught in. And deep down, we hate ourselves for siding with whiteness. We know they're wrong. Our silence is the sound of us hating ourselves. But that's the Squid Game trap that they set for us, an Asian American matrix that messes with our reality. And it's all based on hating black people. The ones we're all secretly trying to copy, even the white peoples. White supremacy isn't smart, but it's tricky like that. You like being tricked? I don't know any Asians who put up with that. We gotta decolonize ourselves and find Asian joy. Therein lies our voice.
If someone ever starts a sentence.
Yeah. Like, yeah, people gotta stop. Like, I'm happy that some people are waking up from the brainwashing. So yeah, you said it means a lot. See? Because I'm looking, you saying bear, and I'm like, because when I first was reading it, I'm like, there's bear. There's only a little bit of Asian towns in Canada. Like, I would have never guessed that. And then I realized, I remembered, when people in Canada they be saying bear, they mean a lot. So that's why I had to ask you. Oh, benevolence. You from the UK? And I didn't know that meant a lot in the UK too. That's crazy. I know. I know they got that from the Caribbean. Yeah, they got that from the Caribbean. But shout out to everybody in the building. We about to move on. We about to move on. We about to look at this other video real quick. This is about, because again, we just was talking about Poetic Flacco and all that, standing on business. So let's see, let's really look into that. Let's see, did Poetic Flacco really stand on business? Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building. Let's see. Let's go. Let's see if Poetic Flacco really stood on business. Let's see if he really stood on business. Let's see if he really stood on business. Oh, I'm not even sharing my screen. Shout out to everybody in the building. We got over 100 people in the building. Y'all can see my screen? I'm pretty sure y'all can. Yeah, let's see. Because as we can see right here on the screen, let me get this out the way. Let me get this out the way. Okay. As you can see on the screen, the name of this video is Chud's team has another huge meltdown over my last video. It's war now. So that's the issue at hand. So let's get into this. Let's see what Poetic Flacco talking about. Let's see if he really standing on business. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you liking the video and supporting the channel.
Chud and his team and his sicko fans are having a meltdown on social media right now over Poetic Flacco videos about Chud. Boy, do I got some drama. I gotta tell y'all. Take a seat, bruh. Oh, it gets deep today. Oh, and we have located the identities of a couple of these anonymous accounts. And I need some help from my community, man, but we'll get there shortly, okay? And if you stay long enough, I have some information that may interest you about the head of Chud's PR team. This bigot right here who's been attempting to bully black people online. But unfortunately for him, he has ran across the wrong black guy to bully. Because you can't bully me. You can't harass me into leaving Chud alone. I'm not leaving Chud alone. We are going to expose Chud every day on this internet. And there's nothing you can do about it. Do you understand? Sir, there's nothing you can do about it. You mad? My video yesterday where I break down these messages he sent to me has him on the internet unraveling, spiraling out of control, having a meltdown. They really did not like that video yesterday. If you guys didn't see the last video, let me do a quick recap. So he DM'd me asking me to provide him with all of the material that I have regarding this Chud situation. Like about 99.9% of the footage of the pictures that's out there regarding the Chud situation, I put out there or I had first. The footage you see online of Chud being carried off, I provided that first to the public. Of the black guy that Chud shot being carried off, I provided that to the public. Chud sitting and talking to the police, I provided that to the public. Chud wound, I provided that first. So all the material you see in regards to this shooting, I provided it first because I have the footage of the incident as well as the aftermath. So he hits me up begging me to turn over the material, demanding I give him all the information. And I told him, no, why would I do that? I'm not giving you a goddamn thing. So then he responded back with the usual bigotry, with the expected racism. And he goes, it's more likely you'll get shot by some other black guy over fried chicken. Just going by statistics. And then he follows up with, I'm white. So I said, okay, thank you for another banger YouTube video, okay? I'm just make a video about this and, reveal everything, right? Reveal our DMs. Now, I know I'll make some good work. I know how to get under people's skin. I didn't know I was this good at it. Because, boy, I woke up. I woke up to a madman. I woke up to this man having a manic episode with my BBC stuffed down his throat on Twitter. This man.
Hey, yo. You feeling yourself a little too much, Poetic Flacco. It's like, yeah, gotta pause yourself. But yeah, I'm happy you doing the work. Yeah, keep exposing them every day. Every day. Keep exposing them every day. I love it. Oh, shout out. I was waiting for you to come in the building. Ready, one, to go. You had donated some jewels the other day. I don't remember how long ago it was. It was some jewels you had donated. I did not give you a shout out because I didn't see it. Because again, StreamYard and YouTube does not let me know when people donate jewels. I have to literally like go into like look on my phone at the regular YouTube chat to see if somebody donated jewels and stuff. That's why moderators, if you see somebody donate jewels or anything like that, coins or anything like that, any type of gift, make sure you say salute, shout out, like Justin March has been doing. So I'll know that, hey, somebody sent a donation. But yeah, I wanted to salute you because again, 5 people had sent jewels. I was only able to get the name of 3 of them. I was only able to get the name of 3 of them. Because the other 2, I don't know what happened. Like the YouTube chat got deleted for some reason. So I couldn't go back into it and see it. But I already shouted you up. I already shouted out 350. Yo, I got one more person. Mimi G's. If Mimi G, if you in the building, make sure you comment so I can give you your proper shout outs. Salute to you. You supporting the channel. I want to make sure everybody who support the channel get a shout out. I don't care if you only supported with $1. That was $1 more than I had yesterday. So it's like, I'm saluting everybody. If you support me, I support you. I'm saluting. I'm making sure everybody get their salute and get their acknowledgement. Thank you. Thank you.
Man was having a manic episode, in my opinion, with the way he was rambling this morning, bro. It appears, in my opinion, he was off that powder. He had to have been off that powder, in my opinion. I have no proof. Yo, good brother, Poetic Flacco got the white man having a panic attack. This white man wrote a novel about me, man. This is just the first chapter. He wrote multiple chapters. So he goes, yesterday, I asked Poetic Flacco if a longer video of the May 13th courthouse incident exists that he bought from the person that took it. Oh, well, you already is going wrong with this one, man. Listen, man, we don't charge each other for information when it comes to exposing these bigots. No, man. That good brother ain't charged me. So no, you're wrong. Just a complete illiterate buffoon. How do you bypass the name being spelled correctly 2 times up here and still spell it incorrectly right here? What are they teaching y'all in colonizer school? You can't cosplay as an imperialist and be a dummy at the same time, bro. Like, you're just an illiterate, idiotic buffoon. So he goes, if I had a video that, well, he goes, again, he tries to quote me, right? He goes, Poetic Flacco says, if I had a video that could help Chud, I would go to jail before I turn over that video. He follows that with, I do got a video that could actually hurt your case. There doesn't this right here debunk this first sentence of yours? You goes, Poetic Flacco admits on stream to having a video exonerating Dalton. And then you follow that up with, no, Poetic Flacco actually said he has a video that could hurt Chud's case. Sir, you are just bad at this. Yo,
they are bad at this. I noticed something and I saw a video today proving that these people are so bad at this, where they'll make a claim, and while they're making the claim, the evidence to debunk the claim that they're making is right next to the claim that they're making. Like, these people are terrible at this. So that's why I said, like, not only are they stupid, but their audience are even stupider. Like, this is like the most low effort, low IQ stuff you ever seen. It is what it is. It's the same old, same old. Oh, you can't donate it? Absolutely. It's okay. Like, if you figure out how to do it later, or they let you do it later, I'm gonna give you your congrats if you do it. Yeah, this is getting crazy.
You are trying to drop a hit piece. If you're trying to quote me out of context, at least do it properly where you don't debunk yourself, bro. This is just sad, man. And boy, that $122,000 that I made in the last 28 days talking about Chuck got their blood boiling. Oh, we got them mad. Now, this idiot spelled Chuck's name.
Damn, boy, Flacco, you made that's a lot of money to make in 1 month just talking about one person. But salute to you. You deserve it. Like you said, you was the one putting out all this information, so you deserve that. You deserve that, because again, Chud needs to be exposed. He needs to be exposed. He needs to. Like, we need to make make people see that if you want to go down this chud road, you're going to have a price to pay. And again, the people got to make it that way because we know the government ain't going to help us. We know Trump and them ain't helping us. Nobody else ain't helping the community. So the community got to help itself. So again, salute. You're going down the right path.
Wrong right here. But he goes, Poetic Flacco says, Chad, bro, you are just not the smartest person in the world, bro. Chad got to get a new representative, man. Somebody who at least knows how to spell his name. So he goes, then he pulls up his YouTube monetization on camera and he says, Chud, you made me $122,000 in the last 28 days. And did we make 6 figures a month off you? And does you mad, sir? Is you mad, sir? You YouTube biggest, man, got the wrong hustle, man. Y'all on Twitter, cloud chasing and ruining y'all lives, ruining y'all earning potential for life over a $73.28 Twitter monetization check. It ain't my fault you picked the wrong hustle. You picked a hustle that has permanent ramifications, make you a permanent pariah in society, and doesn't pay you at all. That's a hustle you chose to live and die by. Cool.
Yep, that is a fact. And the funny part is, the reason why people started hustling Twitter like that is because Elon Musk, he finessed for 2 reasons. Elon Musk, when he gave a handful of select people a big bag for pushing racism on Twitter. So everybody when he started the monetization program. So now all the bigots went to Twitter like, oh, Elon Musk run the platform. We can say whatever we want and we could get a big bag. And then people realize, oh, wait, I can't get a big bag off Twitter. I can't get a big bag off of it. And I got a permanent digital footprint of me being a bigot. And I don't even got no money to show for it. But the reason why you keep seeing this happen is also because a lot of these Twitter accounts pushing racism are like actually like Indian accounts or accounts in other countries where like $75 or $100 that they get a month from Twitter is actually a lot of money because it's American money, so that they could pay their rent and all their bills for a month. So they got no problem saying the most hateful, bigoted stuff because they get in the bag and they're not going to face no consequences. Because again, a lot of their accounts is like faceless, behind avatars, and even if people did find out who they were, they in India, they in Bangladesh, they ain't got to worry about no backlash or them loot or people or them becoming a social pariah or anything like that. But a lot of you other bozos do.
Hey, listen, man. All right, I'm not shaming you for that hustle. If you want to be a bigot and a racist and come online and try to bully and harass black people and get paid $78 for it and permanently destroy your reputation, your family's name, your face card, that's on you. I chose to make videos on bigots. I chose to expose bigots. I chose to make videos combating bad people. And I'm getting paid 6 figures a month for it. I'm sorry, sir. Why you hating, man? Here's where even I get disappointed in this guy. You're supposed to be defiant in your bigotry. What you doing all this crying for? What's up with all this crying? He goes, the irony is that Dalton Etherly never wished anything like this on anyone. The same Dalton Etherly, aka Chud the Builder on X, who said the grand finale to his cloud chasing expedition will be leaving a black man dead on the pavement. That's the guy who didn't wish this. But look at all this crying, bro. Cut the sympathy act, bro. We not listening to this. Look at this nonsense. Universal principles and basic morality. Good luck convincing anybody with a brain that Chud going around calling black people the N-word with a hard R was him teaching a class on basic morality. Yeah, okay, buddy. Good luck.
Yeah, remember, Chud was saying, oh, I'm here to civilize black people. I'm here to civilize black people. I'm teaching y'all how to behave in a civilized society. That's why I'm going around doing what I'm doing. Like, yeah, you're right. Shout out to the hood mistress. Yeah, you in the building. Yeah, that blue Twitter check mark and all that other stuff is just ruined. I got a check mark because it allows me to put longer stuff. But otherwise than that, I would never have gotten no check mark. I wouldn't be paying for Twitter or nothing like that. Yeah, Elon Musk totally destroyed the site. Just a bunch of weirdo nonsense. Like I remember before you couldn't even use it because you just got a bunch of ads everywhere. Tony Bands. Yeah, that's crazy amount of money, but I'm happy he made it because guess what? There's other people who are making even more money than that spreading hate. Like Tariq, like I would say the Black Authority probably making more money than I don't know if the Black Authority is making that much. No, he might be, but it's not off of just YouTube. Just like Professor Black Truth, just like Phil Scott. Phil Scott be making like damn near close to back in his heyday anyway, was making damn near like $1 million a month, something close to that. Like I think he had $250,000 or $500,000 a month Patreon alone. These dudes made so much money off YouTube and they never helped the community. They would attack athletes and all these other groups who, all these other people who, again, never claimed to be Black empowerment, never claimed that they wanted to build and help the Black community. These are people who made their own money and never said they wanted to do anything for anybody, and they would attack them mercilessly, acting like if they had that kind of money, they would help the community. When they did have that kind of money. In some cases, they had more money than the people that they was criticizing. Did they ever use that money for the community? No. These dudes ain't never did nothing for the community that they couldn't make a bag off of. Anytime you see Tariq, he's making a bag off of it. Oh, we doing a reparations rally? He's getting a bag off it. Oh, y'all help me buy a museum? He's getting a bag off of it. Phil, I'm doing classes. You got to pay to come to the class. He's getting a bag off of it. Oh, I'm putting out DVDs. Oh, I'm doing meetings. Jason Black or whatever. You got to pay. Getting a bag off of it. They don't never do nothing. They have added no value to the community. Yes, just on YouTube, making damn near $1 million a month on YouTube, doing just putting out the dumbest, low effort, stupid content that you could imagine, from the AdSense to the donations to the PayPal. I mean, Cash App, Venmo, the Patreon, add all that up, damn near $1 million a month. Damn near $1 million a month. Because again, Poetic Flacco don't got no big, super big channel. And he don't be getting those big, super crazy views. So if he making all that, and again, he said he just made that just off the Chud videos in 1 month. Now imagine about his whole channel. Yes. But again, a lot of people don't know that people make that kind of money off of YouTube. I was the one who was explaining that to people, and they was just calling me a hater back in the days. And it wasn't like I wasn't hating. I was just explaining to people that they not who they say they are. Because if they was who they said they were, they could live a way comfortable life and still give back to the community in some way, shape, or form. That's what I was telling people, but everybody always called me a hater. Like, mind you, I did YouTube for years and didn't make a penny off of it. Didn't make a penny off of it, but I still did it because I really wanted to help the community. And again, I ain't got no problem with somebody saying, well, I can't do YouTube like that because, again, I either got to pick between a job or YouTube. Like, I was able to do a job and YouTube, but some people can't do both. So it's like, I'm not mad at you. But again, if you're going to talk the talk, you got to walk the walk. You got to walk the walk. That's all I was saying to the people. I wasn't hating on nobody. I never hate on nobody. Because what people eat don't make me shit. But yeah, keep going.
Man, cut the...
Yeah, I gotta thumb this video up now. I thumbs up the last video with Afro Think Tank. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Afro Think Tank channel. Salute to the brother. He got 100,000 subscribers on his channel now.
Sympathy act, bro. We not buying it. And look at this. Flacco, the man who claims to oppose him, just demonstrated on camera that he believes in no standards at all. That due process is disposable when the defendant is someone he hates, and that a wrongful conviction is a acceptable outcome if it funds his lifestyle. Cry harder. Cry harder! I used to believe that meeting these people with morals and principles and meeting them in the middle and expounding logic and reason upon them would change their mind. I used to think that. We've seen with this Chud the Builder situation, there is no talking to these people. There is no meeting these people in the middle. Chud was going around antagonizing black people, calling us the N-word, dehumanizing us, going out of his way to make our days a living hell if by chance you ran into him so he could make a profit from it. And when black people say this is not right, and when black people reacted how he wanted us to react, you know what he says? Cry harder! And then recorded our reaction and posted it online to make a buck. So when these people come with their tears, you know what you say? Cry harder. Cry.
I'm happy. Lee, shout out to you again for recommending this video, because I probably wasn't going to watch it because I was getting tired of hearing about Chud the Builder. I was still supporting anybody exposing him, but I was like, I don't want to keep hearing about him. But I'm happy you recommended this video. Salute to you. And yeah, I did see when you said that somebody confronted Phil. If you got that video, send that to me. Good evening. Yeah. But yeah. Thank you for the fire emojis. Yeah, but like I was saying, like, yeah, I'm happy that Poetic Flacco is realizing this, because that's what I'll be trying to teach people. You cannot be trying to negotiate or trying to have some type of good faith conversation with a bunch of bigots. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Because if somebody's a bigot, they not operating on logic. They not operating on reason. They got hate in their heart. They don't care about what you got to say. They want to see you dead. They want to see you bleeding. They want to see you crying. That's what they want to see. They don't care about you a human being. They don't see your humanity. They want to see your blood bleeding out in the street. That's what they want to see. Yep. That's why I'm happy he's taking this stance, and I'm happy, and I want him to keep taking this stance also harder with the FBA bozos. Like because they cut from the same cloth. FBA is a white nationalist psyop. It's a white nationalist psyop.
Harder. We're at a point where we're not meeting you in the middle. We're not trying to analyze and psychologize and give you guys any time. Bro, we is past that point of arguing and reasoning with y'all, man. This man wants an APA formatted deep research paper from black people to Chud and his racist homies on why we shouldn't be called the N-word with the hard R. And maybe, right, if the research is thorough enough and it's long enough and we put enough blood, sweat, and tears into it, maybe they would just call us the hard A instead of the hard R. Man, we not wasting our time on this buffoonery, bruh. Right? We tried that. It ain't working. So now we meeting y'all in the middle. Okay? We giving y'all your own medicine now. Take it and stop crying. Let's play ball. Play ball. He goes, Flacco's video is a confession, not of a crime, but of a value system where resentment and hatred overrides the right to a fair trial, where evidence is a weapon to be hidden or deployed based on financial incentives, and where's a man's freedom is content to be monetized. Man, all right, man. Give it up, bro. Give it up, man. I had this bigot eating out my palms all day, bro. So I hit him with so I admitted I have video that could exonerate Chud. Oh, really? Well, all right, be careful. You can't afford to get sued right now, bud. All right, the footage I have confirms Chud is guilty. Make that flat out defamatory claim again, and I'll come after you legally. Let's play ball and see how this goes. After I made this, he followed up with another post, Poetic Flacco implied. This is a correction. I had this dude eating out my palms all morning, bruh.
Oh, you threatening to sue him. See, that's how you do it. You threatening to sue him. Yeah, don't play with them. Threatening to sue him, and now he crying. Now he got to make corrections. I love to see it. 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 Oh, Lee, if you got that, yeah, just email it to me. Email it to me. I don't know if I'll be able to cover it tonight, but yeah, email it to me. Yeah, he definitely stood on business this time. I'm proud of him. I'm happy. I'm happy. I am happy. I'm real happy about this. I'm happy you got this. You got this dude crashing out. You got him copping the plea. You showing him how stupid he is, and all he could do is be mad.
I think even he kind of knows, my community has been begging us to go after one of y'all legally, bro. They've been begging. They even said, bro, we got the funds, man. Let's go. I thought I had a crash dummy. I thought I had somebody that was dumb enough to fully crash out and we could go after them legally. This is where I thought we had him. I said, bro, I'm about to announce we are suing this dude. We about to make like $1 million off the content of documenting each and every step of suing this guy. This finna hit. I thought I had him because he essentially made the mistake that every Poetic Flacco hater makes. I cooked them on YouTube really badly. They get really pissed off because they got exposed. So then they go on YouTube looking for any dirt on me. I lived a pretty clean life. You can't really find any dirt on me. So then they run across fake lies about me. They reiterate or repost those fake lies to get back at me for cooking them. And then once I show those fake lies or lies, this is not true, they then issue a retraction, right? And beg me not to sue. So this dude went through the entire cycle of a Poetic Flacco hater within 30 minutes. So he goes, Poetic Flacco was convicted of gross imposition, which is essentially rape of someone, drugged a minor or by force. They tried to deport him back to Liberia, but Liberia would not accept him. Liberia is an ish-hole of ish-holes, wouldn't take this animal back. So, like, clearly this is not me, right? He reposted the title lies that my name is David Jala. I was convicted of gross imposition of 4th degree in Ohio. Now, clearly, you even read the comments. The comments is like, bruh, like, this is not Flacco. Like, Flacco has already debunked this. This is like a relative of Flacco. You are a freaking liar.
He said that's a relative of Flacco? Dag, Flacco, one of your relatives got caught with a scrape card charge? That's crazy. Oh, good night, Justin March, man. Thank you, brother, for all your support that you have always shown me this whole time. Everybody say good night to my first moderator, Justin March.
Right? But this is the same tired old lies they have told before. So when Flacco has already debunked this. This is like a relative of Flacco. You are a freaking liar, right? But this is the same tired old lies they have told before. So when he repeated this, I thought, we got a lawsuit. Oh, you are out of here. You are gone. But this coward folded quicker than probably anybody I've ever went back and forth online with. So I began a process to line this dude up to eventually sue him. Because if somebody runs a media page or if they count as like a media figure, you have to send them a notice saying, hey, what you posted is incorrect. Here is the truth. I'll plan on suing you if you don't take it, right? Now, instead of wasting an entire cease and desist on this dude, I'll send him a DM and say, hey, my name is not David Jala. I've never been convicted of gross imposition. If this is not deleted and a retraction issued, I'll be forced to pursue you legally for the damage you caused. Right? Because this is just a flat out lie. I was hoping and praying that he would have been dumb enough to double down and not issue the retraction. I thought he would have been dumb enough to get warned and get notified and still double down on the lie, because then we could have went after him. We could have taken it all. But dude folded so fast, bro. I was actually disappointed, man. I said, damn, man, bro, I thought you was gonna like double down. But he folded so fast, bro. He goes, a correction on the previous post. The Ohio conviction for gross imposition belongs to Flacco's brother, David M. Jala, not to Flacco himself. The original post attributed the...
Oh, that was your brother, because you made it seem like it was just some random relative. Damn. Your brother got caught with a scrape charge. Damn.
Conviction to the wrong member of the Jala family. The error has been corrected and the claim retracted. He goes ahead and issues the retraction. Now he tries to like follow that up with, again, more nonsense of Poetic Flacco has been sued by YouTubers for being a leader of a criminal organization that was doing work for Umar Johnson. And I'm like, hey, listen, man. So first off, okay, if you were dumb enough to have your ears and common sense insulted by somebody telling you that I was a gang leader of a criminal enterprise that was claiming bounties on behalf of Dr. Umar Johnson, my only question is, you believed it? You believed it? He could post 20 other lawsuits that got dismissed. I wouldn't give a damn. There was a point in Black YouTube where people were filing lawsuits on Pacers, like literally doing it themselves under like pseudonames, just so the person could respond back and they could make a video about how they op got sued, but the whole time it was them suing they op. Once I learned how to counter that, how to appeal that, how to get that thrown out easily, man, I stopped hiring counsel and started doing it myself.
Yes, people be playing a lot of dirty games with YouTube, with striking people's channels, getting videos taken down, and got you doing all this other running around stuff. Like, yeah, come on, man. Like, people doing it to me right now. Like I just said, I got a whole strike on my channel. I am literally outside of YouTube's algorithm right now because somebody claimed that I'm Chud the Builder. Or I was celebrating Chud the Builder. Like I was a fan of his. And co-signing him attacking Black people. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, that's a crazy allegation. Like, come on, man. Like, people hunting people down for Umar Johnson. Come on now. Come on. Like, we could do better than that. We could do better than that.
They got so creative, they started suing nicknames for you. So you couldn't really combat it because what can you respond to if it's a nickname for you? So these people were absolute trolls. I stopped entertaining the trolls. But this right here is what I care about. Woo! He messed up now. All right, so this dude, one, he thinks that telling people to falsely report my channel for things that it doesn't do is gonna somehow affect me. But he effed up, right? Because he's getting too bold now in his harassment. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the legal procedures to make sure this harassment stops. The person who has started this targeted harassment campaign against me, his name is Ricky Cisco, and it's short for Richard Cisco. This is day one of his targeted campaign against me. Now, I'm gonna nip it in the bud before it even gets prolonged. I see he's now committed to try to harass me, so I'm gonna start the legal process right now. I'm gonna draft up the cease and desist, but I need some brothers in the greater Detroit area, Ann Arbor, Michigan, who are an activist in their community, who's a voice in their community, who could help me rally a group of Black people for us to march peacefully to serve this man my cease and desist. I want to do this with in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So if you are a voice in the greater Detroit area and Ann Arbor, Michigan area, and you can rally the community and help the community come out and support me and be with me as I serve this dude a cease and desist, please let me know.
Yeah, that'll be powerful. That'll be a smart idea. I mean, that'll be a powerful idea, and that'll definitely go viral, and that'll definitely look good. But if you do that, make sure you breaking people off too, Poetic Flacco. Like, yeah, because if people gonna do that for you, you can do something for them. Shout out to everybody in the building. We got 110 in the building. Nasty work, nasty work. Shout out to Brandon for the fire emojis. Yeah, sue him dry. Sue him dry. Pause. I don't even know if I needed to say pause, but yeah, I'm saying pause because I thought about something else.
Harassing Black people is not okay, bruh. I'm just exercising the same free speech that y'all said Chud had the right to exercise. I have a right to exercise that as well, and you would not harass me. I know my brothers in Detroit got me. So if you're in the greater Detroit area, if you are my sister, my brother, if you are somebody, a woman, a man, or anyone who has a voice in the Ann Arbor, greater Detroit, Michigan area, and you could rally and you could get Black people to come together for just one day and help me walk peacefully and serve this dude a cease and desist and send a message to these bigots that there's no room in this community for hate, let me know. Let's do this within the next 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a month. Me and my team will get in contact with the police department, make sure everything is on the up and up and is legal. I just need the numbers. I just need y'all to actually show up for me. So if you're in the greater Detroit area, Ann Arbor area, and you want to help me march peacefully and serve this man a cease and desist and send a message to bigots that it's not okay, that this is not okay in y'all community. Get with me. Let's do it. Once I actually have a plan and the right people have contacted me, I'll come back here and let you.
Oh, Poetic Flacco trying to be an activist. I think if he does pull this off and it goes well, he's going to start doing stuff like this more. He's going to try to be a activist now. And I ain't mad at him.
You guys know the plan. If maybe, hey, if some of y'all want to fly in, let's do it, bro. But the harassment stops today. It's not okay. All right. So I'm going to see you guys in this next video if you're still watching, right?
No doubt. Yeah, he can't. Like, it'll be if people hold him down right now, and after this rant he gave, he somehow in the future go back to some, let's have kumbaya with bigots, let's talk to bigots or something like that. Yeah, he faded. He faded. Shout out to everybody in the building. You see? Of course, he's doing more than Black Alpha. What did Black Alpha do? He went to Kamala Harris event just to talk, just to yell and make a fool out of himself. Kamala on a book tour talking about her book, and that's what he doing. Tariq ain't doing a damn thing. You know what Tariq doing? You know what Tariq would be doing if this was happening to Tariq? He would go on vacation and let other people, other stupid FBAs do some work for him. Matter of fact, I'm going to go find that video right now. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm about to, yeah. Y'all want to do that? Yeah, let's do that. Let's show what happened to Tariq Nasheed when he got into situations like this. Shout out to everybody in the building. We got 110 in the building. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the building. Yeah, let's look at this. Yeah, let's really look at this. Heck, where is that? Trying to figure this out. Ooh, You see? All right. Where is that video? Let's see if we can find some of that content. Yep, here we go. Let me share my screen. Can y'all see my screen? Can y'all see my screen? This is we're gonna go over some videos right here real quick. These are the videos. I don't know if I got all of them, but these are the videos when Tariq was beefing with American Cholo. And then he magically went on vacation. Yeah, let's get to this.
Peace, my name is Haven Bullets, and today I got to do this video. Look at this, family. Look how respectful and subdued this tweet is about a bunch of Mexicans who talking bad about black people. Look how respectful and subdued this tweet is by Tariq. And oh yeah, make sure you like, share this video, you subscribe to the channel, and you donate if you can. Look how restrained and subdued this tweet is. If this had been a bunch of black immigrants saying 10%, not even 10%, a tenth of what they're saying in this clip, it would have been the end of the world. But look how respectful he is to Mexicans. I wonder why that is. Why? Because Tariq is a coward. He ain't going to do nothing to nobody, and Tariq lives in California. He already know what's going to happen if he start bad-mouthing Mexicans the way he bad-mouthed black immigrants. If he bad-mouthed Mexicans, again, a tenth of what he say about black immigrants, somebody, it's going to be a real pull-up summer at your front door, and you might not survive it. You know better than to play with the Mexicans. Typical cowardly FBA behavior, because all these niggas is very reserved when it comes to talking about these Mexicans. The only niggas who try to get a little bit boisterous is motherfuckers who live in bumfuck Mississippi somewhere, or people who are faceless in Missouri, or all.
Yeah, I made my point.
All of y'all other dudes who live in California, who live by Mexicans, y'all very respectful. Y'all respectfully disagreeing. I wonder why that is. I wonder. Matter of fact, I don't have to wonder. I know, because you're a coward and you already know what's going to happen. See, unlike black immigrants, they're not going to be talking to you. They're not going to be having Twitter spaces, Clubhouse, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Somebody getting pulled up on it. Somebody going to get hurt. And y'all know that.
Yep, they knew that. They knew that. They knew that. Tariq and them knew that. Yeah, let's go to the next video. Look, see? Look, this is 3 years ago. I made this video 3 years ago. And this is a video about Poetic Flacco trying to stand on business for Tariq Nasheed. And I made a video to Poetic Flacco. Like, do you think Tariq is gonna save you or stick up for you if the Mexicans come the new jumper and get you? Do you think so? Yes. Yes, but Benevolent. He did fly to Hawaii. This is around the time he flew to Hawaii. This is around the time he flew to Hawaii. Look, see, that's what I'm saying. If Tariq was going through what Poetic Flacco was going through, this is what Tariq would do.
Peace. My name is Haven Bullis, and today I got to do this video. Look at Tariq, again, being very respectful. Not only is he being very respectful, if you notice something, he never added the people. Now that he finally said something about them, after the heat has died down, he finally said something to them, tweeted something to them by name. But if you're paying attention, he didn't at them directly. And that's important. And I'm going to ask everybody to like this video, share this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, donate if you can. But look at this. It's a reason he didn't at them directly, because everybody knows Twitter is one of the reasons Twitter is the biggest and most important social media sites on earth right now, is because you can directly at people. That's why all politicians, all celebrities, everybody has a Twitter, because it allows you to directly talk to somebody in a way other social media sites didn't let you do, or at least back in the days didn't let you do. But Twitter allows you to do it now. It's very convenient that Tariq didn't at them. Why would you just write their name? They might not see this, but if you directly at them, especially with your verified account, they will see it. They will see it. Why you didn't do it, Tariq? I know why you didn't do it. Because you're afraid of the Mexicans. Just like the Mexican dude put out that warning video to you, and you've been very quiet and respectful when it comes to Mexican issues in California, especially in California, because you're a coward, you're afraid of Mexicans. You are very reserved and very respectful when it comes to them. Because, again, like I said, if this had been a black immigrant doing this, you would have had all kind of racist and hateful and bigoted things to say. But let Mexicans do this, and you're very respectful. Where's that energy at, Tariq? Because you're a coward. You and all them other FBA goofballs calling themselves that in California, straight cowards. Y'all afraid of Mexicans. That's why Mexicans made you bow down, and you've been quiet and been on your best behavior ever since.
Yeah. Let's keep it going. Yeah, we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna go through that whole timeline of me documenting the cowardness of Tariq Nasheed and all them other bozos. They didn't stand on business for black people. They ain't stand. They ain't stand on no business.
Peace. My name is Haven Bullis, and today I got to bring you this video. More cowardly behavior from Tariq Nasheed and FBA. Let me play this from the beginning. Because remember I did the video yesterday talking about how Tariq was crying about being called the ghetto coon, and he was so nice and he was so subdued in his response to that. Well, Tariq retweeted somebody who tweeted out the video of the American Cholo guy calling him a ghetto coon. Look at this. Tariq thought this was a W. This is make y'all FBA niggas and Tariq look so weak and so bad, it's ridiculous. So instead of bringing it to his chest like you claim that you would do to black immigrants if they did anything like this, or like y'all say y'all want to do, y'all talking about calling radio stations and trying to get people to apologize and shit. Ain't nobody apologizing to you, nigga. Let's watch this.
EBG is what he's got. He's a big black guy. He got the big black guy syndrome, homeboy. So all I know is I got my platform, carnal. You's a fool, you's a chump, and you's a ghetto coon. With that, I'm out. When you guys were slaves, you guys would run to Latin countries, brother. But really, You're just a ghetto coon, brother. You're just a ghetto coon. A lot of ghetto coons do that. They talk a good one.
See, he not only talking about Tariq, he talking about all you FBA niggas. All of y'all. All of y'all. And y'all know it. Ain't nobody talking about pull up summer, all that pull up, all these memes where you got people slap, where you got like somebody slapping somebody or punching somebody or beating somebody up, and you got African or black immigrant or tether written over there, and you got FBA, ADOS and stuff like that written on the other person. None of that exists, bro. What's going on? What's going on? I want to know. Where is the energy, man? Let's hear him call y'all some ghetto coons again. You know, we gonna listen to this. Wait, yeah, let's listen.
You's a fool, you's a chump, and you's a ghetto coon. With that, I'm out. When you guys were slaves, you guys would run to Latin countries, brother. But really?
Oh man, he calling you fleers, man. He talking about how FBA was fleeing. Oh man, damn. Yo, what's going on with this thing? Play.
I'm out. When you guys were slaves, you guys would run to Latin countries, brother. But really? You're just a ghetto coon, brother. You're just a ghetto coon. A lot of ghetto coons do that. They talk a good one. I mean, fuck them niggas. I mean, fuck them niggas. I mean, fuck them niggas.
Well, I'm going to end this video here. Like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment, tell me what you think. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like I said, we're going to go through the whole thing, the whole saga. The whole saga. Let's see. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? I think we on this video right here. Peace. My name is Phillip, and today I got to do this video. Tariq has been pushing this pull-up summer on Pulling Up to Power 106, the radio station in LA, for over 24 hours. I wanted to see what would happen, see what his tweets were going to be. And anybody who don't believe me, you go to his channel and you can see damn near every tweet is just about pushing this pull-up summer, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. He's pushing it. Even his last tweet 7 hours ago was about pushing the pull-up. Well, you knew Tariq wasn't going to be there. Wait, let me preface this like this. Make sure you like, share this video, subscribe to my channel, donate to me if you can. Was Tariq going to be at this event? No. We all knew that, and he wasn't. Was FBA going to come out strong to this event? No, we knew they wasn't. Matter of fact, let me show you this event. Here we go. Here we go right here. This is the pull-up. Look how many people are there. This is the pull-up. This is the pull-up right here. Panoramic view of the pull-up. Ain't nobody there, man. This is what I'm talking about. FBA, y'all only exist on the internet, man. Y'all not built for no real-life smoke. Y'all only built to troll and belittle and disrespect black immigrants. That's the only thing y'all could actually do. Y'all can't compete or argue or go at any other group because they're going to take it off the internet. And y'all not built like that. Y'all not built like that. Your leader not built like that. American Cholo been calling him out by name for like how long now? He's still on magically vacation. Yeah. I don't got all my videos. I know I had some other videos when they came to No Jumper like 50 deep and all that. But yeah, we're going to go through the videos I got. But yeah, around the time when this is happening and Tariq was talking all that pull-up stuff, he magically went on vacation to Hawaii. Shout out to Vibe 2 for the $4.99 for coming through with the $4.99. Much appreciated. Oh, you from the jungle? That's good. That's good because, again, that's not good for your homeboy. But, yeah, that's good because at the end of the day, can't be allowing people to be pushing NK. That's out. That can't be tolerated. Can't be tolerated. Can't. Shout out to you and shout out to everybody in the jungle. And the biddy. He ain't gonna pull up himself. He ain't gonna do nothing about it. He just on Twitter crying. Just like the rest of you goofies. Y'all ain't nowhere to be found. Left that black woman out there to go pull up by herself. Not only did you put the battery in her back to pull up, y'all left her out there by herself. Anything could have happened to her. I got to do a whole separate video about that. Cowardly, cowardly FBA. Especially the cowardly, cowardly men, so-called men. I'm going to call them males who call themselves FBA. Cowards. Only built.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go through that whole thing. I'm gonna find. Let me see. You saw that, right? Tariq was tweeting all that pull-up stuff and did not show up. He went on vacation. He went on vacation. He went on vacation. Let me see. Where we at?
Peace. My name is Haven, but listen to that. I got to do this video. Look at this. More FBA goofballs still crying about Tariq being threatened, quote unquote threatened, and FBA being threatened on No Jumper. Look at this. Look at this. Where's that smoke at? Because this is Sir Major, a goofball from who was used to be ADOS on Clubhouse, but he came to Twitter and became FBA. Look at this. Look at this. All that tough talk, all that hate speech, all that we gonna do this and we gonna do that to black immigrants and this and that and this. Now you got somebody directly threatening y'all. All y'all could do is whine on social media like some little kids, like some little girls. This is what y'all doing. So y'all posting clips of this. And again, like I said, let this have been a black immigrant talking 10% of this spiciness. It would have been people walking around in the street talking about, I'm gonna punch anybody I see. If I see what you on them foreign flags, if I see a foreign flag tether, I'm gonna punch him in the face. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. All this, I'm gonna call ICE. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. That's why your country like this. You a fleer. You a runner. You a track star. Now look at this. Mexican threatening y'all directly to take it there in the streets, and y'all on social media crying. No smoke. Matter of fact, let's listen to this.
Free reign to post whatever he wants for some reason. And I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Like Poetic Flacco, you lost your pass too, my dog. I don't know who hired you here. I don't know who told you that it's okay for you to do that shit, but we abide by the laws of the street, my dog. So all that shit you doing is not gonna be tolerated. This ain't.
Oh yeah, y'all heard them, right? They threatening Poetic Flacco. Why was they threatening Poetic Flacco? Because Poetic Flacco was running around here trying to stick up for Tariq. It was the lady, I forgot her name, Connie, and it was Connie, the lady who I said they left out there by herself on the street, Connie, and it was Poetic Flacco coming up to No Jumper and stuff, and on the internet trying to defend Tariq Nasheed when Tariq Nasheed was outside of the country, magically on a family vacation. I was making videos supporting Flacco. I'm like, yo, you could possibly get killed behind this stuff, but behind trying to push it for Tariq Nasheed. And Tariq don't care about you. You are tethered to Tariq Nasheed. He don't care about you. And Tariq, even if you wasn't a quote-unquote tethered, Tariq wasn't going to defend you. He don't care. He's a grifter and a coward.
Chicago, this ain't New York. You are not academics. You're not gonna do to our streets what academics did to other communities. Because we're smarter than them, my dog. You feel me? And these bonds that we have are real. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no individual gonna manipulate that. And that's why we're here. We're here with respect, diligence. We're here with class to just show and demonstrate like how serious it can get, dog. Because we are not by any stretch of imagination trying to take it there. Fool. Yeah. It's not our agenda. Our agenda is to, for one, like, preach intelligence in the streets, dog. You know what I'm saying? Is to preach purpose into these streets. Like it's very easy for me to jump on social media and start ganging shit up. In a few hours, I can have more than a few hundred homies here ready for it all. You feel what I'm saying? But we not doing that. Why? Because we're not trying to lock our homies up. We're not trying to bury more homies. Like we really do love our people. We don't just say it, we demonstrate it with the acts that we're coming with. Sure. So the things that we're asking you, we're not really asking, dog. Honestly, it's more of a demand. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm younger than him, but I respect my elders, unlike other people. You feel what I'm saying? And I think.
Dag. What y'all gonna do about this, man? He not asking, he demanding. And then that fake demand that y'all be doing on social media when y'all be talking about We ain't asking the white man for reparations. We demanding it. We're not asking the U.S. government for reparations. We demanding it. Nah, he in the streets demanding that you stop. And it's so funny how it's stopping. It's stopping.
Yep. It's stopping. Let's go to that next video. Because I think the next video is when they brought like 50 people up to No Jumper to show that they wasn't playing. Let's see. Where that video at? They brought like 50 people up to No Jumper. They showed that they wasn't playing with you. Matter of fact, I think the next video, yeah, this might be the video.
Peace. My name is Haven Bullets, and today I got to do this video. I have a question. Before I ask my question, I need everybody to like this video. As we all know, there was a pull-up at No Jumper. And Flacco was threatened directly. So my question is now, Tariq, what are you going to do to protect Flacco? Or are you going to give Flacco a job at your studio or whatever you got going on? Because the reason Flacco is in this hot mess right now is because he jumped out the window following behind you. You posted something, you retweeted something, and then he decided to post it. And now people on his body. But do you believe Flacco should have did it or should not have done it? That's not the point of this video. The point is he did it, and now people are threatening him. So Tariq, what are you going to do about it? He was following behind you. Because it's obvious to a duck that if anybody want to roll up to No Jumper and hurt him, it's just going to go down like that. Because Adam ain't stopping nothing. The black people, they ain't stopping nothing. It's obvious they have no respect for Flacco because Sharp just interviewed 16 shot him, who's spitting Flacco face. You think if 16 shot him has spit in somebody else's face, he'd be back at that studio? And if he did come back at that studio, something wouldn't happen to him?
Flacco was defending Tariq because this is around the time when Flacco was trying to push that FBA wasn't really a bad thing and Tariq is his friend. So he trying to stick up for Tariq. And he was trying to defend Tariq on some black shit. And I'm like, Flacco, Tariq is the wrong person to be trying to defend on some black shit because Tariq is an FBA bigot. He don't care about you. He don't care about you, your family, your ancestry, none of that. He don't care about nobody. And he a coward. She had the trademark to FBA. She don't got it no more. She had it. Tariq went to court and fought for it. Remember, Tariq had the trademark. He let it lapse. And then Michi X bought it and picked it up. And then Tariq sued her in court to get it back. Because that's his intellectual property. And it came from him. But yeah, let's get back to this video.
Didn't a lot of things happen? Like OG Suicide was up there talking about how you gonna get hurt or whatever, and he's telling people not to do nothing to help you because you're not from out here, whatever the case may be. People threaten you. They pulled up again 50 deep, threatening you on camera at the No Jumper studio. Nobody said a word. Nobody argued with them. Nobody said, hey, don't talk about Flacco like this or whatever the case may be. So now, Tariq, since he's in this position because he was following behind you, are you going to do something if Flacco get hurt? Are you going to speak up on his behalf? Because he's speaking up on your behalf. So are you going to speak at least? I'm not saying you got to go fight nobody, shoot nobody, nothing like that. But are you at least going to just speak up on his behalf? Or are you just going to leave the situation alone? Like, hey, I ain't get touched. And as long as I stop speaking about it, I ain't got to worry about nothing. So is that what you're going to do? That's most likely what you're going to do because you're a coward. You don't care about anybody. This is about clicks and views for you and money. That's why you always duck and smoke. That's why you left that sister out there to do that protest by herself and you did not show up. And I'm going to end this video here. Like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment on what you think. And on that note, family, peace.
Yep. Let's see. This is the video where she was out here by herself. And I had to make this video. I had to ask this question. Matter of fact, yeah.
Peace. My name is Haven Bullets, and today I got to bring you this video. First and foremost, I want to like to thank Clay Cooper for the $5 super thanks. And if you want to do a super thanks or whatever, it's right here. That's how you do it. That's like if you really like the video or it touched you or whatever, you can do it right there. But anyway, my second announcement, I will be premiering videos on this channel that I did on my other channel. Everybody, make sure you like Tariq. You're proving Cynthia G and Paris Malone right. I personally don't agree with their message, their gender warring message, because I don't do the.
Oh, Sir Major in the feds because he got caught scamming black people. He in the feds. You're a goofy because African American is not trademarked. Those are stylized versions of African American that was trademarked, or African American Inc. or African American Company. African American, the word, the term is not trademarked. If you wanna make a stylized version of it, or you want to make African American Inc. or African American Enterprises, that's trademark. You're weird. You're weird. Stay mad. Matter of fact, stay here. I got something for you. Stay here. Stay here. Oh, you sent out some jewels? Oh, I see it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Lee, for sending the jewels. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. But yeah, let's get back to this. Let's get back to Tariq Nasheed proving the gender warriors correct by leaving that black woman out there by herself.
The gender war, that's not my thing. I think the gender war is silly on both sides because there's enough blame to go around on both sides. But anyway, Tariq, you're proving her point. Because if everybody doesn't know, the person who actually organized the protest, the quote-unquote pull-up, is a woman. This woman right here. She's the one who actually did it. Even though Tariq is the one who's been calling for it, he's the one who started all this, he's the one who's been putting batteries in people's back, he let a woman organize it. Instead of him being on the front lines organizing it, or some other these FBA males doing it, they left it to a woman. Mind you, Tariq didn't show up. He didn't pay for no security to show up with her. He just did a little tweet. That's it, in support. He was nowhere to be found. Mind you, this is after, let me show you this. This is after the American Cholo and them pulled up to No Jumper 50 deep. Look at this. They bogarted No Jumper, took it over 50 deep in there. They didn't even have all the people that they came with in there. They completely bogarted the whole place. Y'all see that, right? They completely bogarted the whole place. They took it over. Mind you, they did that on the first or the second. This protest was happening after that. So after seeing that, none of these FBA males or Tariq or nobody said, sister, I appreciate your effort, but you can't do this. Or if you're going to do this, I got security for you. Or you may have organized it, but I'm going to lead it. You got to sit this one out. Y'all left this black woman to be out there by herself, knowing that if half those dudes pulled up and they wanted to do something, they could have did something to her, and that would have been that. This is crazy. Y'all got to do better than this. And I'm in this video here like shit.
Yep, you got to do better than that. That's FBA for you. Look at that cowardness. Pure coward. Pure cowards. Pure cowards. There.
Peace. My name is Haven Bullets, and today I got to do this video. First and foremost, I want to shout out Guy Estevarn for the $5 Cash App you sent me. I want to shout out my man Clay Cooper for another $5 super thanks he gave me, from the tip jar from YouTube. And Jay Bones for the $2 super tip that he gave me on YouTube. Much appreciated. But I would like to also make this announcement. If you start this video by saying, make sure you like this video to do round 2, a second pull-up. See, Tariq tweeted it out. But as you may have guessed, Tariq was nowhere to be found. And not only that, this pull-up was 1,000 times worse than the first one. Because not only did less people show up, there was a counter protest to it. See, right here, this is the only footage of the day 2 protest that happened yesterday that's on the internet. And it's only a little bit here. But people have told me who watched it live said that not only were there less people there the second time than there were the first time, but there were counter protests by Mexicans who came through to protest them. And then the crowds got bigger and bigger and bigger. And they was calling them Republicans and racists and telling them to get out of here. And the FBA people left. They got chased away. Let's watch some of this.
Or 106. You must understand their on-air personalities should not be using the N-word. Economic inclusion is a must.
Live Talk Radio. We right here. This is the car right here. You zoom in, you will see the license plate. Black Power. This is the car with the 2 Mexicans in there. I rolled up on them, and it was like, who, they said, who was you? And I was like, well, I'm just trying to see who was in this car so I can know, who's spying on us, whatever. It was like, well, this is me. I'm like, who was you? Like, what's your name? And he just rolled down the window. He just rolled up the window, and that was it. Yeah. Peace and Black Power.
Damn, y'all was getting enough like that in your own city. Come on, FBA. I know y'all didn't build America to get enough by some Mexicans. Come on, bro. Come on, FBA. Y'all got to do better than that. Let's see what else happened.
I'm talking to this DJ in the DMs, and he says if they were smart, they won't go over there.
Hey, let me mute this video.
Y'all think?
Because it's not the counter protesters talking. But as you can see, family, there was counter protesters. A bunch of Mexicans. More Mexicans came than it was them. And they started shouting at them, going in on them. And then more came, and that's when they stopped recording and they left. As you can see, family, what happened to all that FBA tough talk? Y'all got chased away. So I guarantee you, matter of fact, yeah, I guarantee you they won't be a day 3. They won't be a day 3 pull-up. Come on, man. Y'all soft. Tariq wasn't out there again. He has no excuse for missing day 2. No excuse for missing day 2. Y'all soft. Y'all soft. Tariq is soft. FBA is soft. All of y'all soft. Y'all got punked by a bunch of Mexicans that your leader was talking down on. He thought he could talk crazy. Now, look at the repercussions of that. Y'all soft. I'm ending this video here. Make sure you like, share, subscribe.
Yep. See, look at that. All this softness. And look.
Peace. My name is Haven Bullets. Today I got to bring you this video. Make sure you like it if you can. Well, anyway, family, this is a tweet I got from, I retweeted it from Voice of Our Ancestors TV. This is from Nordis. Nordis is the lady who's leading these pull-ups to Power 105. Let's listen to what she had to say.
I'm going to digress for a minute. I don't know if you noticed, most of the haters, we had more African haters than Latino haters. Let that sit in. I just need you to marinate on that. I don't even need to talk about that. I just need you to marinate on it. We had more African haters than Latino haters. Isn't that crazy?
Look at that. You getting ran off the block by a bunch of Mexicans, and you talking about Africans. See, they can't help themselves. They can't help themselves. And you said shut up, you tether. Well, I'm blocking you, and you're mad. You're mad. You came in right in time to comment that. I know it hurt. I know me showing these old receipts of how FBA got chased off the block hurt. I know that hurt. I know it hurt y'all feelings to see this. But I got to bring these old receipts back to show people exactly who you guys are. Got to show them exactly who you guys are. Yeah, Tariq talking about the soft power of the country. Nigga, y'all soft with no power. That's what you meant to say. Soft with no power. Got chased off the block. And sitting here after y'all got chased off the block crying about Africans. Africans didn't chase you off the block, bro. Africans did not chase y'all off the block. Yeah, they got the gay corn star, Marcel Dixon, gay Storytime man up here.
So anyway, we have to stop allowing anyone outside of our community to approach.
That's enough. Anyway, family, you see what I'm talking about, right? You see what I'm talking about. FBA is a hate group. First of all, you're a group that promotes nothing but hate and disdain against Africans all day, every day. That's literally why the group was even started, to attack Black immigrants in general all day, every day. Now you're crying because they weren't supporting you, and you're talking about they were more of them, quote unquote, hating on your protest than they were Latinos hating on your protest. So people, because they wouldn't wish you good after you wish them ill, there's some type of bad people, because I'm seeing this going around. I got to make a video about that too, about people trying to make it seem like, oh, I can't believe you Black immigrants. I can't believe how off code you are. I can't believe you're not supporting us in this pull-up. I can't believe you're not standing shoulder to shoulder with us. It's like, FBA, are you serious? Are you guys in FBA serious? You can't be, because you can't be serious. Like, it's like, that's how I'm thinking to myself. Y'all can't be serious. So we're quote unquote off code. Again, some magical code that doesn't exist, that nobody ever agreed to follow, that can't be enforced, where Tariq could do this one day and do the next thing the other day. And no matter what he does, he's magically always on code, even though he's constantly contradicting himself. That's okay. But because people are not celebrating, standing with you, or just laughing at you at your failure, we're off code. You can go kick rocks with that.
Exactly. Crying. That's what I said. Like, they just a hate cult. They can't help themselves. They getting punked by Mexicans, but somehow they got to still attack and talk down on Africans. Africans ain't the one who ran y'all off the block after y'all did y'all weak pull up. Shout out to Kung Fu Kenny in the building for dropping jewels. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Tony Bands. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I saw it because he said drop in jewels. And I looked down and I saw it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. All that support. Whole lot of ones beat a whole lot of nuns any day of the week. Oh, is that Bozo still in the building? Because it was another Bozo commenting to me, calling me goofy. Because I got the video right here where Tariq accidentally exposed FBA as a group. And this is about the copyright right here. But matter of fact, we're gonna do that another time. We're gonna cover another pull-up. Let's see. Oh, this is the video right here. This is how Tariq got into beef with Secure the Tribe. This is how the Secure the Tribe and the FBA beef started. Because remember before we showed you the video where Tariq almost had a fight at the reparations group? He was about to fight with Secure the Tribe. And they beef started over this. They beef started over this because they called Tariq out for not sending money or not doing anything to help with the pull-ups.
Peace. My name is Haven Bullis, and today I got to do this video. First, I want to shout out muchly appreciate $20 Cash App. And I want to shout out Robinson for the $20 Cash App. Thank you for your donations.
Shout out to Robinson.
Donations are muchly appreciated. Now, I would like everybody to end Secure the Tribe happen on Twitter. And a civil war between FBA and Secure the Tribe happened on Twitter. But the way it's looking right now, all of them Secure the Tribe goofballs just basically decided to follow behind Tariq and leave Check out there by herself. And the civil war is over. People daring to question Tariq. Why did he leave a Black woman outside? Notice, which I just found out is really Connie from Clubhouse. Why did he leave that woman outside by herself to face that mob? Why didn't he put up some security? Why wasn't he there?
Yep, that's that. I'm happy I remember. Yeah, it was a civil war, but all the Secure the Tribe bozos folded and still ran behind Tariq. And then Tariq started picking them off one by one.
Why did he leave her? People asking those legitimate questions. Because for people who don't know, I basically bullied them into releasing some footage because, you know, they didn't have no footage up. Then I basically bullied them into releasing some footage, and I did a video about it. Like right now, I'm just waiting for YouTube to check it or whatever so I could release it. But I did a video about it yesterday about them getting punked and ran off. I don't even know why they would even put that footage up there. It's so bad. It's so bad. Like, really. I'll release it now. And like if I can get like a $10 donation, I get $10 total donation, I'll release it. I'll release the video now. I won't even wait for YouTube to check it to monetize it. But I don't even know why they would release it. Because it's like people have every right to critique Tariq. Because I want to show y'all something real quick. Matter of fact, let me go to it. I'm going to show y'all a little piece of what happened during this quote-unquote second pull-up. Let me see. How do I get to it? How do I get to it? Here it is. Look. This is just a little piece. How this thing always does that? Watch this. Oh, man. You saw that? She just punched the dude in the chest. And mind you, these 3 dudes that Connie had with her, nobody came to the pull-up with Connie. Only these 3 dudes was security that she paid to be there. And they wasn't even about that life. They getting punched, people getting in their face. Let me see something else. See if I can find the other clip. Well, girl, look. There's people rolling up trying to beat Connie up. I didn't even know this was Connie. And Connie is old. Like Connie like 63. This is somebody's grandmother about to get stomped out in the street. About to get stomped out in the street because she riding for Tariq. People are 110% correct to watch this footage and say, yo, Tariq, you got to do better. Just because people simply asking Tariq to do better. Yes, this video is from 2022. Yep. This is old. That's what I said. Like we just did the video about Poetic Flacco and it reminded me. I said, yo, that remind me when Poetic Flacco was taking up for Tariq and almost got himself smoked out here playing, taking up for Tariq while Tariq is dipping and going to Hawaii. Tariq talked all that shit, riled everybody up, and then now when it's time to put in work, he disappeared and went to Hawaii. Magically went on a family vacation. Yeah, she like 60-something years old. I'll tell you this. One thing I could give Connie, black don't crack. I never would have guessed she was like somebody's grandmother by looking at her. And oh yeah, when you saw her with her and Marcel Dixon, the reason they so cool because they both scorn hoes because they was in a relationship with a Nigerian dude and they broke up with him. That's what it was. Like she was just I forgot who the Nigerian dude was because he came on Clubhouse and people was interviewing him. He showed the pictures of him and Connie. He said he don't know what happened to Connie. She was so sweet. They was dating. You know, they just drifted apart, so they broke up. But it was nothing bad, no hate, no animus. It was no bad breakup. And then he said to hear her being a xenophobe now is just crazy. Yeah, that's why I don't respect FBA also. It cooked a lot of people's brains. It cooked a lot of people's brains. Like a lot of these bozos was not like that. Like genuinely. Yes, Marcel Dixon is LGBTQ. He got famous on Twitter originally for doing gay story times. That's how he blew up on Twitter. That's why I said I know for a fact Tariq might be a blade himself. He might be LGBTQ himself. Because how you found out about Marcel Dixon? The only people who knew him was people who was tracking LGBTQ content. That's why Yvette Carnell knew who he was. Because you know she LGBTQ. And a lot of people in ADOS is LGBTQ. So they knew who Marcel Dixon was. And Yvette Carnell put it out there. Because you know she living like in Atlanta. So that's black LGBTQ headquarters. So if you going over there doing stuff, you know people know you. Yeah. He talked about how he was dealing with some Nigerian guy. He talked about how he was getting trains ran on him in back alleys, how he was topping people off in parking lots. Yeah, gay story time. Yes, he found Marcel Dixon around the time he started doing the Buck Breaking DVD. Because that's when Tariq was putting all that gay stuff on his Twitter.
That's probably how Marcel Dixon popped up on it. Or he probably already knew who he was before then. And he used buck breaking to cover it. Yep. First lady of FBA is a transformer. Yep. And Tariq popularized the word bussy to straight people. Yep. I never even heard the word before Tariq said it. Yep. Research. Because again, that's probably what happened. Because out of nowhere, Tariq like retweeted like some gay shit. And then the next thing you know, oh, this is research. This is buck breaking. This all come from buck breaking. I'm researching buck breaking. And then we get a buck breaking DVD. Like, yeah. But let's get back to this.
Now there's a civil war. Everybody hates Czech. Everybody hates his girl. Everybody hates all of them. Because how dare you ask Tariq to provide security? How dare you ask Tariq to be out there? How dare you? Even though he's the one who called for it, and the reason everybody's doing it is because of him. How dare y'all ask Tariq? One goofball even said generals don't have to be on the front lines. It's like, I thought y'all wasn't a group. I thought y'all didn't have a leader. Now Tariq ain't y'all leader. Now he y'all general, so he don't got to be out there with everybody else. He above y'all. He went from being y'all brother to now y'all general. Like, come on now. Let me watch a little bit more of this. Watch this. Watch the Mexican dude punk all these security guards. Look at the Mexican girl put the phone on, mushed his face. Look at the Mexican dudes. Like, what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? Y'all want to fight? I want to fight?
Yep. Yep. Y'all saw that, right? They didn't want no smoke. They was getting holed out completely. Yep, we gonna watch the rest of this saga. What video we up to? Yeah. What video we up to? Yep. Here we go.
Peace. My name is Haven, but listen to that. I gotta do this video. Make sure you like this. And it went so bad that they didn't even put up no footage. Well, I guess people got embarrassed, so they felt they had to put up something today and had to try to create some narrative around it. Well, here it goes. And Tariq retweeted this. Not only did they have less people, the people that they did have, it's like security, because you got these black, like 3 or 4 black dudes in the front, and you can tell that they're like some type of security guard. So she must have hired them or something like that to come, or they just came on their own to do some pro bono work. But that's about it. It's her cameraman, and like 4 security guards. Nobody came to the second day of this pull-up, but a counter protest came, and they came for smoke. That's what they came for, straight smoke. I can't believe Tariq even, first of all, I can't believe she put this up here trying to come up with some weak message like, oh my goodness, we're being attacked by Latinos. Oh man, goodness, I can't believe that. And I can't believe Tariq retweeted this. And I can't believe y'all even looking at this as some type of W. This is a straight L. Y'all got ran up. Like a counter protest ran you guys off. You didn't even have a protest. They were more of a protest than you were a protest. And Tariq, why weren't you there? That's another video. But again, let's look at some of this. I can't believe they put this up as some type of W. Look at this. Damn, she just punched that nigga in the chest. Told him to back up.
Did you get that on record? That's assault. Someone call 911 right now. Call 911. We have them.
Look, she just punched the dude in the chest, and now Connie is asking somebody to call 911. Dude just got punched in the chest, and she like, call 911, call 911.
Assaulting us all because we're fighting for our economic viability. Get her on camera.
Oh man, FBA calling 911. So y'all getting hit and y'all screaming, call 911. Sad. I thought y'all was about that work. I thought this was supposed to be some pull up. Pull up to call 911. Sad. Let's continue.
She came here. Okay. She came here yelling and screaming. She's vulnerable. She's not like you're not. She wanted to fight. She said, let's all bring the living room.
Dag, she wanted to fight you. Good thing you hired security. Good thing you hired security, because if you'd have came out there for that second day of pull-up, you was the only person who was going to get pulled up on, and you was going to get that work. Good thing you hired security. You was going to get your butt whooped out there. They was going to beat you to pieces. Good thing you hired security, and they had some restraint. The counter protesters, that is, because if they ain't have no restraint, they would have went past them dudes and just beat you up. This is sad. Not a good look for FBA. This supposed to be, again, a pull-up. This y'all definition of a pull-up. And Tariq, again, retweeted this and left this black woman out here by herself. She's out there for you, Tariq. You're the one who was calling for this type of protest and boycott to begin with. You left this black woman out here by herself. You didn't hire security for her. You're not there. And look what happened. Second day. What happened? What's she dealing with? I hope she don't do a third day, because it might even be even worse. Because third day, she might really get stomped out, beat up. But anyway, let's continue.
And she wants to fight because her mind is so that she can't conduct herself. Then we have a guy, a school with a hat on, and his most intellectual words are wrong, and this goes to show you.
Of course, their most intellectual words was blah, 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 blah. Because they didn't come here to talk. Y'all trying to talk. Y'all pretended like y'all was coming here to pull up and do something when that wasn't the case. Other people came here to actually do something, and now y'all want to talk. Again, this is FBA-ness at its finest. All the smoke on that internet, all that smoke in real life, this is what you get. This is what you seeing. This is FBA at its finest. Nobody showed up, and the people who showed up wasn't ready. Wasn't ready for that smoke, didn't have that energy. Let's continue.
You coming for me? Yeah, I'm speaking for myself. Don't take it on anybody else. You're coming for me? Me? Okay. I'm coming for you. Okay. And what's your name since you're so old? Yeah. What do you want?
Oh my goodness. Make sure you do not do a third day, because that third day, ooh, most likely gonna get stomped out. But let's watch one more clip, because she put up like 4 clips, but we're gonna watch this one right here. In fact, let's go to this one right here. Damn, they ready for that work, bro. Them security niggas was not ready, bro. Look at them. They backing up. Mexican dude like, yo, what you gonna do? Yeah, she in your face. What you gonna do? Ain't do nothing. This is FBA-ness. That's what I'm talking about. Look at all this crybaby stuff. Here is part 2 of Latinos literally trying to fight me. Exactly. Because y'all be online talking like y'all really ready to fight. Talking all this pull-up shit. Now look at y'all. Right here. This is sad. We're not even watching no more of this. Matter of fact, we're going to watch the rest of this. We're going to do it. We're going to watch every part. Let's go to this other one right here.
Tariq got a Latino bodyguards now? He got Latino bodyguards? I did not know that. When you found that out, Lee? You said, isn't this the time FBA started fleeing from the South? Yo.
Look at this. Look at this goofiness. We're fighting. We're demanding respect and economic inclusion and end of on-air racism. Come on, man. That's what y'all doing? Matter of fact, I think these are the same two videos.
Oh, when that happened? He saw some Spanish goons at Brandon at the court. I ain't see that. That's crazy. Damn. I ain't know they did that to Brandon.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Oh, so those are all like the same videos. Matter of fact, this one looked a little different. Let's see about this one. This is embarrassing. Come on, Tariq. How long are you gonna be hiding in Hawaii? Well, that's it. Pretty much the same clips, but as you see, they got punked. They wasn't ready for that work. And they lucky that some more rowdy people didn't show up.
Mulatto Vanguard, you probably right. I wouldn't be surprised if Tariq got some Mexicans on the payroll to go attack other black people. I would not be surprised about that at all. I wouldn't be surprised. Salute, bro. Salute. Salute.
Who was ready. They was ready. But some people who was not just ready for that smoke, they was gonna initiate it. Come on, man. This is big bad FBA. This is what's happening to y'all. Again, sister, on a serious note, do not do a third day. Do not. Because they might not be this peaceful next time. And your little security lineup, they look like they wasn't ready for that real smoke either. So do not do a third day. Because all you're going to get from Tariq is this. That's all you're going to get from him. And
they was demanding a public apology because American Cholo was at that radio station talking bad about Tariq and stuff. And they said he was talking bad about black people. So that's why they did the pull up to that radio station. That's why they told him we demand a public apology and all this other stuff. And again, Tariq was nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Nowhere. Nowhere. In fact, hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Dang, I got completely cut out. I don't know what happened. I got cut out. Can y'all hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. All right, cool. We still rolling then. All right, cool. We still rolling. We still rolling. All right. Shout out to everybody in the building. I don't know what just happened. Yeah, but we still rolling. Yeah, let's finish this up. Where Tariq at? Where them videos at? All right. Punk. This is Tariq's cashed out Connie $500 after all the bullying After I kept pointing this out, and then other people started pointing it out, Tariq cash apped her $500. Mind you, only $500 for event security. Tariq seeing that this is going down. It's getting serious. It's getting serious. It's deep. It's deep right now. Because mind you, this cash out for this $500 happened after she almost got beat up at the event. Does that look like she could get some quality security for only $500? And they was trying to pass this off as a W.
Peace. My name is Haven Bullis, and today I'm going to bring you this video. First, I would like to shout out Nixon for the 10 Canadian dollars he sent me.
Shout out for them 10 Canadian dollars. Whole lot of ones beat a whole lot of nuns.
And I would like to shout out, my for the 199 American dollars she sent me. Your donations are greatly appreciated. Anybody who wants to donate, feel free to do so. And I would like to ask you also to like this video, watch this video to the end, make sure you come to protest, follow you. Tariq sent, this is supposed to be some type of W. Tariq sent Connie, notice the girl who's doing the protest, $500 for event security. And everybody's acting like, oh, Tariq just did a slam dunk. One, this is not like an event that's not your event that's happening on the other side of the country and you can't get there, Tariq. This is happening in LA. You live there. Not only are you supposed to be paying for event security, you're supposed to be there because you're the one who called for this to even happen in the first place. Second, you only sent her the money after people was bashing you and mocking you for leaving her out there this whole time by herself, because you didn't send her the money before the first event. You didn't send her the money after the first event. You didn't send her the money before the second event. But you sent her the money after the second event. This is a day late and $1 short. Excuse me, this is 2 events late and $1 short. Because how is $500 going to get her some good security on such short notice? Let's be serious now. You only did this, and you sent it at night too. So you sent it at night, the day after the second protest at night, because people was roasting you. So because people was roasting you, you sent her the money on Cash App, and then now you want to bring it up as like, see, people said Tariq could have get security. Look at Tariq. I gave her $500 for the security, and I'm not balling, and everybody's acting like, oh, this is some big win. This is some big W. How? He sent the money after the event. And he's trying to use the fact that he sent this money as an excuse for why he don't have to go. Even though the event is happening in his hometown and he's the one who called for it.
Exactly. Shout out to you, Mulatto Vanguard, for subscribing to all my backup channels. Again, everybody, make sure you subscribe to my second channel, my third channel. Subscribe to all my channels. Because, again, this channel is under attack, and I don't plan on stopping. So if I come to the point where I can't stream from this channel, I will be streaming from those other channels. And I will start putting all original content on those channels too. So you don't want to miss out on that. Yeah, only $500 after the fact. $500 after the fact. This is somebody's grandmother who's standing on business for you while you hiding in Hawaii and almost got the brakes beat off of her. And all you sent was $500.
And he know that that's not enough money to get no security. She paid for her own security. That probably don't even cover what she paid for. Nor is it going to cover for day 3 protests. Come on now. Look, and she didn't even know you sent it to her. This is her right here. This is her response to that tweet. She didn't even know. She didn't even know you sent her that money. Come on, Tariq. I know y'all not sitting here acting like this is some type of W. Like, we on code now. And remember, Tariq did this to get at Check and others. Because you see the dude named Check right there. This is what happened. They was calling Tariq, like I told you in the last video, they was calling Tariq out for not participating in these protests and leaving this black woman out there by herself, and she almost got beat up at one of these protests. Tariq didn't show up. He didn't provide security, nothing. So after all the critique, he sends her $500 on Cash App, and now he's pretending like he actually did some work. Look what he wrote. So try again with that lame excuse. It's not an excuse. I took care of notice yesterday. It's not an excuse. You did it after the fact, after people called you out. Why are people making it seem like he sent her this money in advance? Like the Tariq meat eating on Twitter is ridiculous. This is why Tariq will never be held accountable by his cult. And that's why it's good to call it a cult. I'm not even calling it a hate group no more. It's just the hate cult. Not even. Oh, this is when I named FB. This is when I started FBA as a hate cult. This is when I started that. Because again, I started that too. FBA is a hate cult. I started that. This is what made me start that. I think I dabbled in it before, but after this, I said, nah, y'all niggas is a cult. Y'all a cult. No way. Y'all let Tariq get this off. They let Tariq get this off, man. Everybody should have been on his body behind this. The hate cult. It's just a cult. Whatever Tariq say they for. Tariq say we love Africans, they love Africans. Tariq say we hate Africans, they hate Africans. Whatever Tariq say, that's what it is. It's a cult. I can't believe people try to push this as some type of gotcha. Like you bashing Tariq, but did you know he sent her $500? When? And that's not going to cover pretty much nothing. Like, this is LA. Like security that costs like $500 like an hour or something like that. $1,000 an hour. Inequality security anyway. And I'm gonna end this video here like shit. Yeah. Crazy. Number one stepper for FBA in LA is a granny. Facts. A granny. A granny with grandkids. Number one stepper for in LA. Not just LA, number one stepper worldwide. Who's stepping for FBA like that granny? Nobody. $500. That was it. And Tariq act like he did something. We got like 2 more videos on this subject. Yeah. Peace. My name is Haven, but listen to that. I gotta do this video. First, I would like to shout out Unamni for the $25 Cash App you sent me. Thank you. And I would like to shout out Clay Cooper for the $5 Cash App you sent me. Thank you. Thank you for your donations. Thank you to everybody who has donated in the past. And thank you to everybody who's going to donate in the future. Yeah, shout out to everybody who's ever donated to me. This is around the time, too, when I started taking donations because people was telling me, like, yo, bro, where can we donate to you at? And I was like, I didn't have like a PayPal or Cash App or nothing like that. I had one before, but I never put it up or never used it. So I had made a new one because people kept asking. And I was like, you know what? I'll make it. Because they was like, we want to donate and support you. So yeah, this is around the time when I first started like getting some money off of YouTube. Well, I would also like you to like this video, share this video, comment on this video, watch it to the end, talk about the protest if you can. Well, anyway, family, let's talk about the protests that happened yesterday, day 3. I mean, the third one. This was a failure, just like the other 2. But the thing that made this one kind of peculiar is because there was no counter protest this time. And there were more people coming to actually watch to see what was going to happen and security than actual protesters. That's how it was looking. It was crazy. Shout out to Pan-Africanism Strikes Back, Brandon. He showed up. He recorded some things that he saw there. But I want to talk about something that I really saw there that was really disturbing. And this is why I do what I do when I say what I say. Connie Nordis, the woman who's leading this protest, had some black dudes show up, you know, trying to like be security for her, or I think they was hired to show up. She started asking them about their lineage. And this is why, again, I told y'all, do not show up to this event. Let FBA hold their own nuts. Because look what happened. People come in to protect you, whether they were being paid to do it or they just did it out the kindness of their heart because they saw a black woman about to get her ears stomped together on the street, and they felt that they didn't want that to happen, so they was going to stand there and protect you. And then you start trying to G-check them about their lineage, where their parents from, where they from, where their parents from, where their grandparents from. That's what she was doing. I'm waiting for the footage of that. But when I get the footage, I'm going to do a separate video about that. But this is what I'm talking about. Stop coming to these events and stop trying to run behind people, because people keep calling me I'm off code because I'm laughing at FBA because they're getting punked. I'm not off code. Of course I'm going to laugh at them, because the people punking them know that they're FBA and they don't represent black people, and they're going at them because of that reason and because they got their own smoke with them. And that's it. I'm not a part of the FBA hate group. I don't support it. So if people want to go at them, let them go at them. I'm not going to be putting a cape on them like, well, they still black, so let me go out there and fight random people who ain't got no smoke with me because, you know, FBA and they still black. And while you doing all that, the FBA people is still attacking you, still hating on you, and mocking you. Like, let's say, for example, if like 200 people showed up to this protest, they probably would have tried to beat up the same people who also showed up to protect Connie. They probably would have tried to beat them up or told them to get out of here, you Tether. We don't need you here. We got this. FBA don't run like you, Tether. See, when there was no smoke and she was and she was in the clear, now she's gonna start G-checking people and trying to apply pressure, just like what Tariq did. We was exactly like, for all y'all who don't know, that third day was crazy because there was no counter protest. I think the police was out there, so none of the counter protesters came. But it was a bunch of black people who came, because again, a lot of people saw that footage of them people hoeing Connie out like that. So mad black people came the next day, and guess what? What Connie started doing and the FBA bozo started doing, they started going up to the black people who showed up and demanding them to tell them their lineage and where they family from, and stuff like that. Mind you, these are black people showing up on some black shit, and they ready to fight the black people. Y'all wasn't gonna fight the Mexicans. Y'all have no smoke for them, but black people coming now. Y'all want to fight them, and y'all want to check them and tell them get out of here. What's your lineage? Where your family from? And all that other nonsense. That's why why I told people I'm not helping no FBA bozo, because you gonna go out there, you could get killed, you could get shot, you could get stabbed, you could have anything happen to you. You could have smoke follow you around for the rest of your life behind jumping out the window for them, and all they gonna do is call you a Tether. That's it. Oh, shout out to RS7RV for the 199. Whole lot of ones beat a whole lot of nuns. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's exactly right. That's what they really want. They don't want no reparations. They want to be cool with white daddy and mommy. All black when American Cholo was on your behind. Soon as they ease up on you, now it's tether this, tether that, us FBAs. This is what I'm talking about. Mind your business. And I'm going to end this video here. Like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment, tell me what you think. The protest was terrible. It was a failure. They were begging for jobs at the same place that they said was racist. Instead of just going to make their own quote-unquote radio station, you know, put their money together, ask Tariq to come up off that $1 million for that fake museum. Well, anyway, I'm going to end. Yeah, we got one more video on this subject. This was the final day of the protest. This third day was the last day. And this is the footage from the last day. We're going to watch this real quick. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building. All right, what's going on? Peace. My name is Haven, but listen, today I got to do this video. First, I would like to shout out Uncle Shug for your $5 super chat. Much appreciated. Uncle Shug, we got to get up and do some work together. And everybody make sure you go subscribe to Uncle Shug TV. And after that, I would like everybody to make sure you watch this video to the end, like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Yeah. Subscribe to my channel. Yeah. Yeah, Connie is a weirdo. Connie's a weirdo, Naps. She's a whole weirdo. She's a whole weirdo. Now, this is Pan-Africanism Strikes Back. That's Brandon. And you see him surrounded by 3 FBA goofballs. Dewan B put this up thinking this was like some type of win. And you got people like Tariq and all that others celebrating this as this some type of W or whatever the case may be. This quote unquote pull up, this third pull up. But this really makes y'all look goofy. This makes y'all look goofy. Look at this. He came here. He just was recording. And everybody ran up on him talking about who you, because this is what they was doing the whole time. They was pressing any black person they saw. It's funny how y'all didn't press any Mexicans at or anybody else at the at the second protest. But at the third protest, when there's black people here just recording, you want to run up on them and ask them their lineage, ask them who are they, why they here. She didn't even know who Brandon was, running up on him all aggressive. And then when she found out that he's Pan-Africanism strikes back from YouTube, that's when she really got crazy. Matter of fact, let me show y'all some of this footage. Hold on, family. Let me get to this footage. Can't believe they thought this was some type of W.
And then this on the outside. This that bacon stuff, nigga.
Notice how, would you like to have an adult dialogue? Why are you yelling at other people? Because you're a liar and get out of our protest. Security.
She voted for Kamala Harris, but she got a problem with Tiger? So Tiger's not FBA, but Kamala Harris is. Okay, we got it.
This guy also said that we were here to discuss Tiger. We're not here to discuss Tiger. We're not here to discuss Tariq. We're not.
That's a lie. You are there for that reason. The reason you're even doing the protest is because Tariq put y'all up to it. And he put y'all up to it based on what happened to Tiger. But anyway, let's go.
Here to discuss the American cholo.
Niggas is pressing.
We are here to discuss the fact that
Niggas ain't do nothing.
We're here to discuss the fact that Title 406 does not hire Black Americans.
So we had the troll come up. They had the troll come up. And then this is how it ended.
This campaign, people will say, oh, it's so small.
Niggas kicked him off to the side. Now look at him, acting like a little hoe.
Just like the Selma bus boycott. Do you remember?
Nobody kicked him off to the side and he wasn't acting like a little hoe. Come on, man. Cut it out. Y'all some goofballs. Y'all thought this was some W. It's not a W. Because it was so funny how y'all calling quote-unquote security on Brandon. But when the Mexicans wanted to fight, y'all was calling for the police. Come on, man. He didn't come here to fight nobody. He's just recording. And y'all did all that. Goofy. But I'm going to end this video here. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Drop me a comment. Tell me what you think. And on that note, family.
Yeah, Brandon is a Trump zealot now. He kind of I've been watching his content. Like ever since he got on No Jumper and he turned into a Trump zealot, I wasn't feeling that. I wasn't feeling that at all. But it's 1:44 in the morning. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole American Cholo saga with Tariq. At least that's all that's left on my channel because they be flagging me like crazy. So I can't remember if there was other videos that got flagged down. But yeah, y'all saw it yourself. That's what Tariq does. That's what Tariq is gonna do. Straight whole shit. He gonna be he gonna disappear. Let some shit pop off. He gone. He gone. He's gone. Shout out to Eric Palmer in the video. You said what? Yeah, I know American Cholo is not even Mexican. But oh yeah, I don't know nothing about this ring camera footage. I'm gonna see if I can find it. But yeah, y'all see how FBA get down, how they moving. Don't ever believe these FBA bozos is tough. They'll keep that same energy with other groups. No, you see it right now. You see what's going on. They trying to fight Brandon. They was trying to fight other black people. They were so tough with the other black people. But the day before, or 2 days before, at the previous protest, they was soft. Super soft. They ain't do nothing to nobody. They ain't do nothing to nobody. Nothing to nobody. Shit crazy. Shit is crazy. Dang. Let me see. Wait, I gotta look and see. Shout out to Lee. She said she sent me a link. So let me look it up. Let me look it up. Let me look it up. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building. All right, this shit crazy. Lee, I think the video you sent me is a different video, but about him saying that he don't look African and stuff. Let's see. Oh, you sent me 2 videos. No, you sent me. Let me see. You see? Oh yeah, you did send me 2 videos, but one of the videos is just people talking about the expo. They don't show Phil getting pressed at the expo. I'm about to write this person and say where the footage at. Yeah, I'm about to write them right now. I just wrote them asking them where the footage at. Just ask them where the footage at. But yeah, we could probably touch on that video right now. The video you just sent me with the other video where you sent me from the Voice of the Ancestors. We definitely could touch on that. Definitely could touch on that right now. Definitely. Yes, FBA is weak tribalism. Bozo, you just saw how they got hold out like that. Don't ever let no FBA bozo talk crazy to you. Ever. Niggas got hold out. In the worst way. Like, come on, how y'all get hold out like that? How y'all get hold out like that? But anyway, let me see something. Share my screen. Can y'all see my screen? Yeah. This is the video right here. This is the video right here. So let me see if I can read, because I gotta figure out how to make Twitter videos bigger, because again, so make it easier for everybody to see. But let me go on my phone. Let me see if I can read it from my phone. Let me try to read it from my phone. Shout out to everybody in the building. We still got over 100 people in the building. Yeah, let's play the video first. Let's play the video. Shout out to everybody in the building. We're gonna play the video.
Al Sharpton says that we all look the same. Actually, we don't. If you know our people and you can see other people from the diaspora, we don't look the same. The nose and mouth area looks a lot different than ours. From what I see, it definitely, I can tell right up in here a lot of times Africans. So Al Sharpton, what he's trying to do is he trying to say, oh, Black Americans, this is targeting you. No, it's not. Airlines is one thing that I've seen, but not all, because the Zulus have the same hairlines we have. So it's not all of them. Okay.
Nigerian women and the most beautiful and intelligent women in Nigeria.
Oh, I gotta stop that because you know they got the copyrighted music. That music might be copyright, and they'll keep me from showing the whole. They'll take down the whole live stream talking about something that's copywritten. But yeah, this is an old video. This is an old video from Phil the Advice Show. An old video. This is like, let me see. This is from 2 years ago, September 22nd, 2024. So yeah, about 2 years ago. Going on 2 years ago anyway, like a year and a half ago. Phil pushing that whole FBA nonsense about how we don't really look like Africans. And if somebody's doing something and targeting Africans, it don't apply to us because I guess the racist white people can just look at us and say, oh, I see your hairline. You must not be one of those African tethers, them dirty African tethers, one of them filthy African tethers, because I see your hairline. I see it. Oh, you are not the same people. So yeah, so all that racial profiling, yeah, that don't apply to y'all. We only looking for Africans. Yeah, this is crazy. That's what I said. Like, this is a cult. They're a cult. How could he get away with that? How could he get away with that? We don't look Africans. Look at our mouth. Look at our nose. I'm replaying that. I'm bringing that back.
Al Sharpton says that we all look the same. Actually, we don't. If you know our people and you can see other people from the diaspora, we don't look the same. The nose and mouth area looks a lot different than ours. From what I see, it definitely, I can tell right up in here a lot of times, Africans. So Al Sharpton, what he's trying to do is he trying to say, oh, Black Americans, this is targeting you. No, it's not. Airlines is one thing that I've seen.
Look, they obsessed with hairlines. Even though most of the FBA bozos got messed up hairlines.
But not all, because the Zulus have the same hairlines we have. So it's not all of them, okay?
Nigerian women.
Yeah, I gotta stop that. But yeah. Let me see what's going on. Yeah, I can't go no further because I don't want the copyrighted music. But yeah, FBA do think they cute. Chicano Phil talking down on Africans. Somehow he don't look like an African. Mexicano Phil, Felipe Scott, Bozo. Yeah, and he got a channel called the African Diaspora News Channel. Talking like that. That channel is basically a dead channel now. And I'm happy that it is. I'm happy it is. Like nobody needs to be supporting him or watching him. Bozo. Yes, they practice the same pseudoscience. Like how many FBA bozos is talking about phrenology? That's all they do. Exactly. You said he went to Turkey to get a hair transplant. He probably did. Probably, I don't know. But I wouldn't put it past him. You know, he rich, so he could afford to go to Turkey. All the FBA bozos is rich. Not all of them. I'm talking about like a lot of the main talking mouths. They rich. They can afford to go to Turkey and get hair pieces so they could sit on camera talking all this nonsense and poisoning the youth, poisoning our people. They really do. They really think that they're Europeans, bro. This shit is beyond sad. It's beyond ridiculous. It's beyond sad. It's beyond ridiculous. Let me see. He did. It was. Oh, you say you know for a fact he did? Yeah, disgusting. These bozos is disgusting. Disgusting. I got no respect for Phil and none of them. None of them. Got no respect for none of them. Matter of fact,
Al Sharpton says that we all look the same. Actually, we don't. If you know our people and you can see other people from the diaspora, we don't look the same. The nose and mouth area looks a lot different than ours. From what I see, it definitely, I can tell right up in here a lot of times, Africans. So Al Sharpton, what he's trying to do is he trying to say, oh, Black Americans, this is targeting you. No, it's not. Airlines is one thing that I've seen, but not all, because the Zulus have the same hairlines we have. So it's not all of them. Okay.
Nigerian women.
hello? Dang, the audio cut it out. Oh, what you call it? Benevolent. Yeah, I just typed it in the chat. I might be pronouncing it wrong. I might have even spelled it wrong. I think it's phrenology. I just typed it in the chat, so you know you can look it up yourself. All right, y'all say y'all can't hear me. All right, y'all can hear me now. All right, that's good. But I think, yeah, it's getting late. Oh, it's supposed to be 2 in the morning over here. Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go because I'm gonna have to get up early in the morning too. So yeah, I gotta go. Shout out to everybody in the building. Thank y'all for coming through. Make sure y'all subscribe. Y'all hitting the thumbs up. Y'all subscribe to all my channels. All that. Like, you know, as you can see, I just typed in the chat room. 3 channels just came up. Subscribe to all 3 of them. Thank you. But yeah, I'm about to leave. So let me give the shout outs for tonight. Shout out to McNasty for setting it off with the $6.99. Shout out to RS7RV for the $4.99. Shout out to President Jafar for the 2. Shout out to Red Pill Zulu for the 10. Shout out to RS7RV for the $1.99. Shout out to RS7RV for the for another $1.99. Shout out to Justin March for gifting 10 memberships. Family, if Justin March gifted you a membership, you better thank him. Thank him and keep that membership going. And if you feel like the number's too high, you could drop it down. If you feel like you might want to go higher because it's too low, go higher. Shout out to again, salute to RS7RV for the jewels he dropped. Much appreciated. Shout out to RS7RV for the $1.99 he dropped. Shout out to RS7RV for dropping jewels again. Shout out to Lee for sending $10 on the Cash App. I think it was $10. I don't remember. Shout out to you, Lee, for sending that money on the Cash App. Family, if you can also donate with the Cash App, PayPal, Cash App, because a lot of times people don't want to donate because they don't want to be seen. So they're not using the PayPal or the Cash App, but you can use the PayPal or the Cash App. It's fine. And just let me know if you want to shout out or you don't want to shout out. So if you hit me on the PayPal, hit me on the Cash App, just say, hey, no shout out, or hey, shout out, and I'll shout you out. But yeah. And again, another shout out to Ready One to Go, who donated jewels the other day, and I didn't see it, so I didn't give the shout out. But you're here now, so I'm giving you your shout out now. Shout out to Vibe2 for the $4.99. Shout out to Lee for sending jewels. Shout out for Kung Fu Kenny for dropping some jewels. Shout out to RS7RV for $1.99. Thank you. Thank you for all the support I received tonight. Whole lot of ones beat a whole lot of nuns any day of the week. Thank you. Thank you to everybody who supported with a thumbs up. Thank you to everybody who supported by subscribing to the channel, by hitting the bell, hype points, by dropping a comment, by hitting that reaction heart, by giving me fire emojis. That's support too. Thank you for all that. Thank you for all the support I'm receiving. Much appreciated. Yes, Lee. I get if people send me money on Cash App, I get more money that way. Because like Cash App does not take money the same way PayPal takes money and the same way that YouTube takes money. So yeah, I do. If you send me money on Cash App, I get it immediately, and I pretty much get all of it. Oh, yeah. Thank you for the jewels helping me get back in the algorithm. Like I said, YouTube has taken me out the algorithm. They don't support me. The only way I get any support in the algorithm is by people sharing my video, people liking it, people giving jewels, all that other stuff. That's the only way I get in the algorithm. So that's why your shares, your likes, and your participation is more important than ever. You said Tariq found his wife at the strip club. You serious? Irv Palmer? I heard something like that, but I never really looked into it too much. But yeah, thanks everybody for all the support I got tonight. It was much appreciated. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to be back tomorrow, but most likely I'll be able to be back Sunday. Who knows? But yeah, again, shout out to everybody for all the support. Have a good night, good evening, good afternoon, good whatever. Good morning, good night, wherever you at. And on that note, family, peace.